Test it. Test it. All right. Shalom. We'll start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to all right. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the brothers of Sure. Shalom to the yeah. And third, sincere listeners. As Toronto back again, prophesying the downfall of these political and Babylon. Right? And really, we're here to declare, the salvation of our people. All right? The Israelites, so the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and the ones scattered abroad. Okay? Throughout the four corners that may look like the other nations. Okay? But that prophecy said that our people will be scattered in these other nations and looking like the other nations. All right? What our people need to understand is all these things that's going on in the earth today, the turmoil and chaos that's in the middle, in Western Asia, right? All that stuff that's going on, it has everything to do with you. Gas prices going up, inflation, tough times, hard times, that all has to do with you. See, everybody's kind of making a big deal of it now because it's actually hitting them. These other nations, Esau, Edom, in particular, the lower class Edomites, they're making a big uproar about it because they don't have 50,000 just to spend on their kids pay cash for their kids tuition anymore. You see what I'm saying? That's why they're mad. They never had that opportunity. They got to take out loans and do all those things. If you get the loan, right? If you get the loan, right? So that's why these Edomites are pretty much contemplating jumping off the building because they can't pay the little Timmy's tuition 50 cash a year, 50,000 cash a year. That's what tough times is for them. You see what I'm saying? But if you can get me, you have to get it on your phone. From before start at 21. Because the Lord put our enemies above us, man. Because of our disobedience, of our transgression. If you have something you want to bring it up,
I was going to bring out Deuteronomy 30.
Okay, you can bring that out. Okay, while this brother gets that. But yeah, man, the reason why we're here in this predicament was because we transgressed against our heavenly Father, against our power, and that's why you see men here taking accountability. This is what you call accountability, the act of accountability. Okay, that's right. This is our service, a reasonable service that we're doing. We want to receive salvation. All right. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's like that video with Jake. He's in the on trial. And he's pleading to the judge. Yeah. And he's singing. He's like, and I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm sorry. Well, that's exactly what we're doing. We're singing that song, right? That sweet song, It's not off key. Everything is on point. That's right. Right? Lord will, right? He accepts our peace offering. This is also a peace offering unto the Heavenly Father. That's a savor, a sweet sword. That's going up to his nose. Right?
Yeah, this is Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute. Yep.
Yeah. That's right. Read that again, Slap?
Yes. This is Deuteronomy 30 and 7 because you were going into Esau. They're starting to feel the lower end of the Edomite.
Yeah.
Starting to feel the brunt of things.
Yep.
Right? Like you mentioned, they can't highlight that they once used to.
Yeah.
Like the extra cash that they had in their pockets.
Yeah.
Right? To splurge on vacation or whatever the case may be, they can't do that anymore. Right? It's getting tight.
Yep.
Right? So let me do that again for you. Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
Yes.
And on them that hate thee, which persecute.
Exactly. So everything that the so-called black man is going through, it's all gonna fall upon these other nations. That's right. It's rightfully so. Okay, so these other nations, they exploit our nation. Okay, they rob from our nation, they take from our nation, they sabotage our nation, and they're all in cahoots together. They're all in an alignment to keep the Israelites down. That's right. Okay, you go to South America, these other nations, they're exploiting the tribes over there. That's right. Okay, Moab down there, Elam down there. Elam speaking Spanish.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I remember such a video with this Moabite woman in Jamaica saying Jamaica doesn't belong to the blacks.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
she's saying it proud too.
Yep, she's saying she got two passports, a Chinese passport and a Jamaican passport. She said anyone can be a Jamaican, right? She said she's pretty much saying this land doesn't belong to you.
Yeah.
Right, and that goes into the dog licking our sword.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
That's right. Yeah, so this book of Baruch 4 verse 1 says
21.
Baruch 4 verse 21.
Yeah, GMT.
And it says, take courage, my children, and cry out to the Most High for help. He will rescue you from oppression.
Yeah, the Most High Yahweh. Okay,
That's right.
who Yahweh Shai, his son.
Come.
That's what we're supposed to cry out to. Turn back, repent.
Yeah.
All right. Repent is an action. It's not just something verbal and thinking, oh, I repent. Nah, man, you got to keep the laws to the best of your ability.
That's right.
The high holy statutes and commandments. It's not a hard thing to do. Okay, you see Christians, they say mercy and grace. Oh, mercy and grace to do whatever you want. And just pray and just open up your mouth and God forgive me. And you do it all over again.
Yeah.
We're gonna kill your ass.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna destroy you. Thinking that so get out of jail free card or some shit. You know, go ahead.
It says, he will rescue you from oppression, from the power of your enemies. I am confident that the eternal power will soon set you free.
That's right. Nation of Israel, we have enemy. Really, all nations. Each nation is their own nation. Every nation that's not of that nation is your enemy. It's not just the Israelites have enemies.
That's right.
Moab is its own separate nation. You get what I'm saying? Like they're all looking for world domination at the end goal, right? Moab thinks he's gonna be the next to rule,
That's
right?
right.
Psalms 2, you get that quick,
Yeah, Khan.
you know? But
In range.
you know what I'm saying? Like all these nations in their mind, they want their people.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be co-rulers further, right?
Yeah.
So all you nations thinking, oh, everybody get along, this, that. No, it doesn't work that way. No,
I didn't know that in the spirit.
exactly.
Because when they come over here, what do? Do they go and live among so-called blacks? They go and live amongst the East Indians, right? They go and live amongst themselves.
That's right.
They have their own community, they have their own restaurants, and all that stuff. So everyone knows. They just front.
Yeah, they have a place called Chinatown.
Yeah,
Go to any major city, okay, in North America, you're gonna have a Chinatown, right?
Yep. This is Psalms 2. I'll start at 1. Yeah. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing?
Right. Yeah. But these heathens, they imagine that they're going to be the next to rule, you know? That's pretty, even though Moab and Russia, they got, but they're Edomites too anyway, so that sector of Edomites, that's right. They link up, but in there, they know that there's internal feuds. They know eventually that, okay, if we're of the power, eventually I'm going to want my group to be above you still.
Right.
You can make broker deals out now, and eventually there's going to be a few. Just now, it just works out economically that we can go against the horde.
Yeah.
But like if the Lord allowed it to happen, which He's not, there'd be internal feud, because really the Lord is about war anyway. He wants nations to go at each other and all that stuff. He wants war.
Right.
So it would never be. Can two walk together unless they be agreed? You're a Moabite and you're an Edomite. How can you ever walk together? You can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So they're proud.
Exactly.
Right. It's just the Edomite is on top right now, so everyone's trying to pretty much take him down and discreetly.
That's right.
Right. They don't really want the war to happen.
Right.
They know Esau got to get out of the way.
They know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
playing it.
Yeah, exactly. Tippy toeing. That's what,
Yeah.
what it is. It's tippy toeing, passive aggressive bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But eventually it's gonna be get aggressive, not passive. That's right.
Yeah, so back in Luke chapter 4, verse 22,
Right.
says, I am confident that the eternal power will soon set you free. The Holy One, the eternal Savior, will make me happy when He shows you mercy.
Yeah.
I cried and wailed when you were taken away, but the Most High will bring you back and will make me happy forever.
Yeah, that's the end goal.
Yeah,
To
right.
gather, ultimately all of the nations. Okay, but starting with the elect, first fruits, and then through the elect, the rest of the nations, will come back.
Right.
Third and whatnot. They'll be being made whole in the kingdom, but they gotta get taken out.
Right.
On this side.
That's right.
But they're holding us back.
That's right.
A lot of they're clogging the drain, so to speak. You know what I mean? As our people.
The fiber.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's precept because I read that was saying free. Spoke about John 8 verse 22 says, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
All right, now we're free.
That's right.
The mind is free.
Right.
Okay, we're free from the burdens of this world.
That's right.
Right? The strongholds of this world. We're free from that. The Lord said that He will break break our
So the cap.
every stronghold.
Yeah.
Break it, Salakia. You gotta get that now.
Yeah.
Roughly paraphrasing, right?
Yeah.
Because we're free from that.
That's right.
Physically we're in this body, so we're not free from these bodies. We're not free from this paradigm, this rulership of Esau.
That's right.
So we're free spiritually and mentally.
That's right.
That's where it all starts. That's where it manifests.
Right. Like somebody say, like the kids in this world, like having to vote, you have to go vote. You have to go
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that.
Worry
Shit.
about that shit, man.
Yeah.
Again, like get what's it called? Make sure you get your savings check.
Yeah.
Don't worry about like retirement and all these.
Yeah.
Don't care about these things.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's a stronghold.
Yeah.
That voting itself, people caught up on this politician
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. Take time off to go vote.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's right.
which party are you gonna vote for?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the liberals.
Yeah. Left on the right.
It's the it's
Yeah,
the Republicans' fault.
That's
It's the
right.
Democrats' fault. The Conservatives' fault. Every fucking right? Blame game. Like, are you guys dumb? You guys don't see the psyop? Out of all, here it is.
Yeah.
You only have two choices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're so free, but you only have two choices. We choose Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Who chose the Lord?
yeah, that's right.
I got something.
Khan.
This is the Second Corinthians 10:3. We're going at 5. The whole thing's good. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh, but the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahweh Bashem Ashai to pulling down of strongholds. Right. That's part of knowing the truth. Yeah. Right. Once you come into this truth, you start pulling down all those stumbling blocks in front of your mind. That's right. Right. Knowing who the devil is, knowing who your power is, knowing there's something to come that's great, and the kingdom of heaven. That's right. Right. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
See, the Most High is an afterthought to these people.
Yeah.
They don't really believe in a higher power. They're carnal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They believe what they can see in front of them.
Yep. Like a woman.
Right.
That's right. Like a snake.
Especially Christians. Oh my. Don't let me get started on you guys. You guys don't believe in that. You don't believe that Yahushua walked on water. They don't believe in the act of miracles. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Multiply. They multiply the the bread. See what I'm saying? Because the Lord said that his men will do that and greater.
That's right.
Do they believe in that?
No.
Hell no.
Dumbass masters that he was talking about, that's going to be miracles.
Right.
That's the men of the Lord. That's right.
That's right. And
True men
then
of the Lord.
and now, right, you're seeing that these Christians, they're scared. They're on this campaign only coming against us.
That's right.
Although we go into precepts, we go into many topics. We don't just talk about the white man as the devil, which he is. It's a fact.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we don't just go into that. We go into everything. You Christians are on some whatever you're on, but now your only talking point is to get at the Israelites.
Yeah.
Oh, the Israelites, the Israelites. But we're teaching people how to get right, get better, heal.
That's right.
We're healing the mind, healing, and then healing physical.
That's right.
The diet, the dietary laws, stuff like that. We're teaching people to get better. You know what I'm saying? So depend on your Yahweh Shem Shai. Build, gird up your mind. That's what we're teaching. Mental fortitude through your Yahweh Shem Shai. All of these things. But they're calling us, bug outs and bums, and we don't have it, and we're blasphemers and you know what I mean, heretics.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling us. Right? Well, Yahweh,
They learn all these words from us.
exactly. Exactly. And Yahweh Shai was called the heretic, and we got to bear that cross. The servant is not greater than his master, so we'll bear those words, whatever. So be it.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Heretic to the world, but not of the ones that walk in the light.
That's right.
Right? We walk in the light.
Yeah, just a little bit. And bringing into captivity every thought of the obedience of Mashiach.
That's right. That's our goal. That's why you see us here, man.
That's
breaking down strongholds. And bringing to repentance, meet for repentance, which is our people.
That's right.
The Israelites.
And that stronghold, so
No, you're good.
that stronghold is Christianity too.
That's
That's
right.
a big stronghold on our people,
That's right.
That's a lot.
You're good.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a precept to back you up. Go ahead. Because they say like we're healing the minds of the people. This is the book of St. Matthew chapter 10, verse 7, and it reads, and as you go preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Yep.
Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out.
The Christians don't believe that Yahweh Shai really raised from the dead. They just read it as a fairy tale, and God. Okay, they believe that he resurrected on the third day, whatever their
third day is.
Yeah, whatever their third day is, right? Which that just happened on
Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah.
bullshit,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which he did resurrect on the third day, right? But their version of it is off. Okay, but that's probably the only thing that they may believe in this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's about it.
And then they go off and start doing Easter bunny hunts right after that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
throughout the whole week. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Cross bunnies.
Yeah, fucked out. Ishtar and Semiramis worship.
Yeah. That's right.
So it says, cast out devils, freely you have received, freely give.
We freely give this out, man. And we freely proclaim the year of our Lord.
Yeah.
Return for our people, the elect of our people. To get on board, man. To get on board, all aboard this ship.
That's right.
You know what I mean? There's the fathership that's coming.
That's right.
Great deliverance.
Yeah, so back in Baruch chapter 4, verse 24, says, just as the neighboring cities watched you as you were taken captive, so they will soon see the eternal power coming in glorious splendor to rescue you.
Yeah, because the neighboring cities, they didn't come out, they didn't lend a hand. When they saw you going down, they were just like, oh, fine, yeah, but it's the Israelites.
Yeah.
They raise it. Yeah, raise it. Exactly. They didn't really care. They didn't care. Now they want to link up. Now that they're all catching hell now, and gas prices is high, and it's the Jays, it's the small hats. It's not us. They tricked us into, they tricked us into making you think that, they set us up above you. It was them. No, you were in agreement with that, buddy.
Yep.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
Yeah.
No. And the Jays, all right, you guys are brothers, right?
Yeah.
The Jays and the regular so-called white people are brothers. There's no, you guys are trying to make this differentiation like you guys are not the same people. You guys are the same. Just different tribe.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're the top tribe.
Exactly. If you want your birthright, go and link up with them and see what they can do.
That's right.
This is your world. If you do a whole bunch of wickedness, you can get that. You can get those blessings. There's carnal blessings. Yeah, if that's what you want.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Says verse 25, my children, endure the Most High's punishment with patience. Your enemies have persecuted you, but you will soon see them destroyed and at your mercy. My children,
Read that part again.
It says verse 25, my children, endure the Most High's punishment with patience.
Yeah, so we're enduring the Most High's punishment, having these heathens rule over us.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, your enemies have persecuted you.
Yeah, our enemies have persecuted us.
Yeah.
Okay, all these other nations.
Khan,
Okay, giving us a hard time, extorting us.
Khan, yeah.
You know, high interest rate loans and stuff like that.
Khan,
You know, keeping sabotaging us, keeping us low on the economic totem pole.
that's right.
Sabotaging our households.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, taking our woman away from us.
Khan,
They got our woman by the mind, man.
yeah.
You know how well we would be doing if we were able to have multiple women in our household and everybody's working.
Khan,
Let's say you have three. All you need is two.
That's it.
All you need is two women and
yeah.
a man.
That's right.
But if you got three, you got five, whatever. But I'm just saying two, and then with the way things are going, and everybody has a work as an income coming in, man.
Yeah, but
You're all under one roof.
yeah, yeah.
Rent's paid, whatever. You know what I mean? Mortgage paid, everything. And then you have a little bit left. You have a lot left over.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But this world is so wicked. They only limit a man to one woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But in our customs, we're allowed to have more than one woman.
Right.
Okay, that's an economy.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
When you think about the family unit, you got to think of it as an economy. It's a business.
Yeah.
It's not just love and all this crap. It's a business.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, you bring forth offspring, you bring forth fruit, you bring forth children, and those children work on the land with you. They work whatever trade you do.
Yeah.
Your children work that with you and build up the family. Build up the family through that, right?
That's right.
But this world it's caught up on individualism.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that, Dad. Fuck
Yeah.
you, Dad.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
No honor to parents.
No.
Right.
No.
Just all out rebellion
That's right.
and witchcraft. That's it. That's all this world pushes out in this world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says but you will soon see them destroyed.
Yeah.
And
We're gonna see our enemies destroyed. Okay. Go ahead.
says, and are your mercy.
And an enemy is anybody that's against Yahweh Hashem Shai. Simple and plain. So that includes you 2/3 right now as well.
That's
Your,
right.
your enemies of the cross.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Says, and are your mercy. My children, I spoiled you with love, but you have had to follow rugged paths.
That love, it don't always come nice.
Yo.
All right. It's, women. Oh, you love. Women always come to you. You love me.
Yeah,
You love me. Like you gotta tell it. You gotta reaffirm her every minute. Tell her to say those 3 words. You know what I'm saying?
Every fucking time.
Yeah.
But it's annoying shit ever.
But it's like we have to tell her that love is an action. Love is not always kind.
yeah.
Sometimes love can be rough. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Not that I want it to be rough. What? You do foolishness, I'm cussing you out. I'm
That's right.
here.
Yeah, that's right.
Not with that foolishness, man. All right? But it's out of correction and love, man.
Right.
It doesn't- You know what I mean? Like, cuss your whatever. Sometimes you might have to cuss your woman out, whatever. She does some bullshit.
Yeah.
That don't mean you don't love her.
Yeah.
In their mind, they think you're gonna leave them for something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Fine.
No. Just don't do foolishness. That's all. Like, I want you to receive the correction, receive the review, and then we can move over. Move on. Receive the correction, receive the rebuke, and then move forward.
That's right.
That's basically what the Lord is doing with us, right? You can keep reading, brother.
Yeah, keep going. Verse 26.
Yeah.
My children, I spoiled you with love, but you have had to follow rugged paths. You were carried off like sheep caught in an enemy raid.
Yeah, but part of that rugged path is what we're going through right now. Sleep.
Yeah.
Right? When we read about all the accounts, and that's just some of the accounts, right? Those are rugged paths, man.
Yeah.
Right? You work from sundown to sunup, right?
Yeah.
No wages,
Yeah.
right? Your children being sold off to other plantation, right? Then after that whole slavery is done, you go to Jim Crow.
Yeah.
Even before Jim Crow, the late 1800s, where the KKK had just emerged.
Yeah.
And there were other groups too. It wasn't just the KKK, there were more groups. Right? The KKK lasted longer. But those are rugged paths, man.
Right. Yeah, and so for Esau to say, "Oh, the Jays tricked us and they sabotaged us to do that," you were with them.
Yep.
You guys were with them, man. Okay, you were in agreement with that. So now all of a sudden you're realizing that the Jays hold all the banks and stuff like that.
while they were fucking down on the bottom doing footmen.
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, everyone knows that Jay's own all the ships
yeah.
that brought us over here. And like the brother's right, you guys were all in agreement with that.
Yeah.
You know?
We're not falling for that little open door. You know what I mean? You know. No, we're not all in this together, all right?
Yeah, so says God to the servant. And take courage, my children, and cry out to the Most High for help. He punished you, but he will not forget you.
What we're doing right here is an act of courage. Coming out here, touching out with the wolves. Right? These people you see here are wolves. Don't listen. There's nothing for Satan to jump on them and for them to start attacking us. That's right. They're agents of chaos. And you think they're just, innocent and, these people have demons on them. I thought they're professors of demons. Okay? And that's why we got to be sober and vigilant, circumspect. These times. Who are you? Who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, random people just popping up in your life and you want to be cool with you and shit. I already got my friends. I already got the brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
What Drake said, don't need friends.
Yeah.
What scripture says to try the spirit, but it's not just
Yeah, so it says, verse 28, just as you were once determined to turn away from the Most High, now turn back and serve him with 10 times more determination.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. Okay?
Ôi, ông
Found out that we
đá rồi.
wrong. Right? So now we got to turn back. We got to do what's required of us, man. The path of the prophet is not easy. Okay? It's a lot of sacrifice that comes with this, man. No, not doing, being looked upon as the black sheep of the family or whatever. Oh yeah. They're looking at you crazy. Like, what are you doing in your life? You have sweet potential. Man, why didn't you do this? Used to get like, you had all this talent. Yeah. You could have been this, you could have been that.
you should be here at this point in life.
At this point in life, we need to have this. Should be a lot of door for you, So then you got to deal with that, You got to deal with people thinking that you ain't nothing, right?
Oh yeah.
But our spiritual bank account is going up with Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You know what we worship. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you worship. You know what we worship. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So Matthew chapter 13. I'll start at verse 54, 57. And it says, and when he came into his own country, he taught them in their synagogue, insomuch that they were astonished and said, whence hath this man had this wisdom and these mighty works of speaking in household? And it says, it's not his the carpenter's son, it's not his mother called Mary, and his brethren James, Joseph,
Mighty words, right? So he was speaking with authority, right? He was in there speaking to them. He was teaching them. It's not that he was speaking, he was teaching them. They're like, who the hell is this guy? You know what I mean? He's lecturing them, like the Professor Shaq. I'm talking shit. But how Shaq, like you said, he's lecturing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what it is, and citing, he's citing the scriptures, the precepts. He's getting it, you know what I'm saying? People are getting cut in the spirit. How did you know all this? Why you didn't get young too? Yeah, young too. He's like 12.
that's true. He didn't go to university.
Yeah. What do you call them? He wasn't like a scribe. He wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come
like that.
Yeah, he wasn't taught from a scribe. His father was a carpenter. That's what I'm saying. Like, your father was a carpenter. So I don't know. You should know angles and measurements and anything. How to do that. But students, you're a student in the scriptures.
Yeah.
But
he didn't learn from the third. Yeah, the doctor.
Right. He didn't learn from them either.
Yeah, because Paul. Yeah.
God.
Embarrassed.
Yeah.
Exactly. Malio. Yeah.
It's even on. Not all scribes and Pharisees are wicked, But Christians would like to use that.
That's right.
And say, "Oh, it was the evil. Those are the evil Jays."
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they denied it. You know, Christians trying to make it seem like it was all the scribes and Pharisees were wicked. So okay, now we can use that for replacement.
Now they can put themselves in there.
Yeah,
You believe.
that's not in scripture.
It says Matthew 13, verse 56. And it says, and his sisters, are they not all with us? Whence then hath this man all these things?
So he was common. He was known amongst the innocent, but but they were surprised. It's almost like it's that saying that familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I know you. Grew up with Mary and Joseph, and
Yeah.
I know your sister, I know your father. Yeah, I mean, I know your dad. You know what I mean? The carpenter. You know, like he got it. Something, I know, whatever. But it's not Pharisees. It's not like us.
Yeah.
So how the hell do you know this? You know, and that was all set up to confound pride of man, pride of our Israelites. Really, the pride of man as a whole, but it started with Israel, the nation of Israel. So, right. Exactly. They weren't thinking spiritually. They were really thinking carnally. They weren't operating in the spirit until the Al-Shai came on scene. Yeah, for real. Obviously, obviously the spirit was dealing with certain men at the time. Of course, the spirit was operating. Yeah. But when he was in the synagogue,
Yeah, well, that was another account.
Yeah.
He went to the synagogue to teach
right,
that time, and then he was I think carried back
right,
the days his parents were looking for him. Yeah, and then he was in the synagogue and teaching founding them.
Yes.
Because those men at that time they were like studied, well educated other people at that time, the Pharisees.
Right.
It was doctors and law back and it was confounding now. Basically tearing their strongholds.
yes, yeah, that's the spirit. We brought that up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's the situation when
You gotta think too, right? Especially amongst our nation like that. Like point of reference. So to have somebody younger than you up in the scripture, basically, I'm saying it's disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, so it was one of those things where the Lord had to confound our people. You know? Yeah. So also shows and it shows balance. It shows the balance of the heavenly Father. Our Lord is powerful when it comes to these things. Like He gives wisdom and knowledge. Like look at Jeremiah. He will give knowledge and wisdom and elevates a man younger, young man. Elevate him over older men, and he's the authority. There's nothing you can do about that because the Lord said it. That's strange. See what I'm saying? That's like the X variable. That's an X variable. But in the real world among Israel, you're supposed to have reverence for the age. You know, your elders. That's in the law. That's in the law. But the Lord, He can define and switch it up. It's up to the Lord. You can't be in the mind of the Lord thinking, oh, why is this okay then? No. Exactly. Lord, you know what I'm saying? And who are you? Yeah, that's right. You know? Yeah. Salakia, go ahead.
No, it's all good. I was just gonna add that it also shows the mind of our people because like they didn't even consider like Philip a prophet.
Right.
Like you guys come from like you said, a royal holy line. You didn't consider like maybe he was a prophet. That's why this is happening.
Right.
That even come to their minds like, yo, you be a prophet waking up like that even come to their minds. They just start talking shit. That's crazy. That's
more like they're all about the position.
yeah.
You know, on our board. Yeah.
Rank.
Rank
even.
Yeah. That was probably going on back then.
Yeah, of
Definitely.
course.
That's what exactly what was going on.
Yeah.
But we're gonna talk about them broadening their black community. Yeah. Right? Walking around like some royalty.
Yeah.
Like IUIC.
Yeah.
You know, that's all that was going on, pulling ranks.
Right. Praises and bad.
Yeah.
You know, giving the clout. You know, they're teaching for gain, for carnal gain. Like, so they're only studying for carnal gain. For authority. They're only studying for authority.
Well, this one, right.
Yeah. So
God.
So you know, and people are attracted to wisdom and intelligence.
Women.
Yeah, mainly women. People are, if you come sounding
It's true.
You know, like an orator,
Orator.
you know what I mean?
No, it's true because like when you watch Christianity, that's all that is.
Yeah.
Right there, when the friends speak, come out here and they speak eloquently, as the brother said.
Yeah, eloquent, yeah.
Right? If they use those 25 words, right? And then people are pretty much bamboozled. Yeah, I got something.
Okay. I just have a little bit.
Oh, you're reading? Sorry.
Yeah, just a little bit more. Verse 57, and it says, and they were offended in him, but Yahweh said unto them, a prophet is without honor, save in his own country and his own house, and did not mighty works because of their unbelief. So this went on to the point about the prophets without honor because they people taking the vessel rather than what's actually said.
Sorry.
What was it?
Yep. This is 1 Corinthians 1:27. But Yahweh had chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahweh had chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty.
That's right. I think that's right. That's to the world. This is a huge thing. Okay. We were. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before. Yeah. Maybe it was after that. I don't know. Awesome. But we were watching Trump speak. Oh yeah, and he's speaking very proud. Yeah. Saying, yeah, we're going to do this, and we're going to take them out and do this. Talk about the whole thing in Iran or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Speaking real slow, but it's like it's proud up. But it's like they think we're proud, but what we're doing is basically the same thing as what he's doing. So we're prophesying their downfall. We're coming out here proud. Like who are these guys? You know what I mean? These nobody.
Yeah.
Coming up speaking openly with authority. What are you guys?
Yeah, like pretty much like what all those scrabble persons, I was trying like who does the purpose of stuff? Yeah, they look at us like those niggas that should be rapping.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You should be somewhere selling goods. Yeah, she's not that. It's what things of the world, man. Exactly. And we're confounding the white. Exactly. Why would you
we didn't have to go to school for this. Not knowledge.
Exactly.
It's given to us by the Holy Spirit. Right in the
That's right.
So
It's going back in a lot. This was there, and we left it there, came back for it. That's all it is. Yeah, how much you gonna try?
exactly. Yeah, never left. It's all the Spirit. We declare this carnal. That's all they can't receive.
Oh, yeah. For example, to show you that this is how the Most High actually elevate the younger above the older. Going to like how it's the Jeremiah, he was a young man. It was out there actually like reproving all the men. We look at what Joseph, like in the book of Genesis, chapter 48, verse 12, we read, and Joseph brought them out from between his knees, and he bowed himself with his face to the ground, the earth. And Joseph shook them both, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel, Ephraim in his right hand toward Israel, Israel's left hand, and Manasseh, his left hand toward Israel's right hand. This is talking about Jacob, when Jacob never changed to Israel. Right? It says, and brought them near unto him. And Israel stretched out his right hand, and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger. And his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands willingly. Manasseh was the firstborn. And he blessed Joseph and said, the Most High before whom my father Abraham and Isaac did walk, the Most High who fed me all my life. All my life long unto this day, angels which redeemed me from all evil, bless the lads, and let my name be named on them. And the name.
Well, yeah, basically, like we were talking about, he esteemed Ephraim over Manasseh.
Yeah, it's right. That's right.
That's the result. That's right. Said he was the first sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Lord picks and chooses who he wants to set up in terms of rank and whatever the case may be.
That's right.
And Manasseh has the first.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what the hell Manasseh did to Yahweh. Hell over there. And they've been catching hell. It's a hell that's not really spoken about.
Yeah.
It's a hell that hasn't really been spoken about enough.
That's right. Yeah.
But they're going through some shit over there, man. What the hell did you guys do to Yahweh?
Load up to give you that cool, because Castro's a cool Lord, man.
Yeah, man. Probably an Amalekite too.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah, yes.
Says, here's your nice guy.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It look like it. Look like it. The mom was over there catching body.
It says, and when Joseph saw that his father laid his right hand upon the head of Ephraim, it displeased him, and he held his father's hand, removed it from Ephraim's head unto Manasseh's head. And Joseph said unto his father, not so, my father, for this is the firstborn. Put the right hand upon his head. And his father refused and said, I know it, my son, I know it. He also shall become a people, and he also shall be great. But truly his younger brother shall be greater than he, and his seed shall become a multitude of nations.
Gosh, and that whole like firstborn, being the firstborn offspring of your father, good deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's gonna in the kingdom, it's gonna be made manifest as well. Like the first son of, because it's not necessarily the firstborn daughter. Let me get that. It's the firstborn son that brings forth that, because it's obviously the son that brings forth the lineage, right? But it's the firstborn son, and that's gonna be esteemed in this in the world to come. Know what I mean?
That's right. The first fruits.
Right?
You know,
That's right. Yep. Well, even in like biology, when usually the firstborn gets the best genetics.
Yeah.
You usually get the because the parents are usually the youngest at that time. That's really yeah. They're usually the strongest at that time.
Got something for it.
Not all the time, but usually that's what happens.
This is Exodus 34 and 19. It says that all that open at the matrix is fine. Matrix going into the womb.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? The first child that comes out. Every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep that is male. Right? So what that we're going into the first one. The first one's supposed to be blessing and supposed to be pretty much reverence are given back to heaven and Father. You know, this is my first son. This is your son's son. Carries out the bloodline. Right? The first one, that's a big deal, man. Yeah. Right? But the firstling, as an ass, thou shalt redeem with a lamb, and if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. Yep.
but the word matrix for you,
Yeah.
apology, says matrix, late 20th century, matrice, uterus,
Yep.
womb,
Fine.
from Old French matrice, womb, uterus, and directly from Latin matrix, native matrix, pregnant animal. In Latin, womb also source origin from matter. Mother.
Yeah. Yeah, when Sophia Copeland, when she wrote The Matrix, she know what she was talking about. Because she was heavily into the Bible. So the Matrix entered me. Right? So the fact that she used the word Matrix and made it like a popular thing. Right? In this world.
Yeah, right,
We
right.
already know about it. Back
Yeah.
then.
Kind.
Deuteronomy 21:17 says, but he shall acknowledge the son of the hated for the firstborn, giving him the double portion of all that he had, which is the beginning of the strength. The right of the firstborn is his. Because talking about the firstborn is his. Right? Usually the firstborn is usually like the strongest.
God.
Was that?
Yeah, that was it. Just probably.
Brother out of precept. You want to start? That's a passage. Yeah, it's a passage. So yeah, you gotta get the jumps a bit. It's our point. Yeah. Okay. Basically, because the elder I made mention that the first word is of the Lord. The Lord.
God.
Yeah. Right. That's what this passage. Oh, it is. Yeah. Wait, I want to start. I want to jump. Yeah. Okay. It's this first in the first chapter, chapter 1. So that's that whole chapter goes into offering. Gives you. It's gonna go into.
Okay. 1 Samuel chapter 1. This is verse 2, and it says, in this verse 1, it says, now there was a certain man in Ramathim, Sophim, and Mount Ephraim, named was Elkanah, son of Jeroham, and the son of Eli, and the son of Tohu, the son of Zul, the Ephrathite, and had two wives. One was named Anna, and the other Penina. wives of Samuel's father. And it says, Hannah had children, but Hannah had no children. So Hannah was Samuel's mother. And the man went up early up in the city early to worship the sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh, and had two sons, Eli, Hophni, and Phinehas, and the priests of the Lord were there. So I'm going to jump down to verse 11, because Hannah goes and prays to the Lord. And but when she was praying, the priest at the time thought that she was drunk, right? So this is verse 11, and it says, and she vowed a vow and said, O Lord Yahweh of hosts, if thou wilt look indeed upon the affliction of thine handmaid and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, who will give unto thine handmaid a man child, and will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and be still. In that show, though, they
God, I was watching a new one.
yeah. God, you have to agree. That's their thing. You have to agree. You have to bury children. It's a big deal. It's part of the job. But the thing is, because going into that show, obviously it goes into women not wanting to have children. You know? So they kind of brought order, something like, whatever. It's still bugged out.
Yeah, it is
They're
bugged
bugged
out.
out still.
Yeah, well,
But
they're
they
doing.
brought some form of order, so to speak.
You know what I mean? They're going to be. I'm not going to compare that to the kingdom.
No.
It's going to be like just like that, cut and dry.
Yeah.
Disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The law.
Yeah.
Like fucking heathens, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but point being is that I don't know, she actually wants to get pregnant.
Yeah.
She couldn't.
And guess what? The man had a wife. What do you
Two
got to say about that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
righteous. It's coming, brothers. It's
That's
coming.
right.
Isaiah 4:1 is coming.
Yeah.
What's happening in this world is that a lot of these other nations like South Korea, Japan, the US, people are not having children.
Yeah.
Exactly. Right? So there's a shortage.
Right. I gotta say something good, so you brought it up. I just saw something on the internet with this Asian woman saying the whole 1.8. How many people are living in
1.2 billion or something. China?
in China?
Yeah, they're saying it's
Yeah,
not
it's,
that.
it's a lie.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, they're saying it's like 300 or something million. Oh, she's like, wow. She's saying 1 billion people missing.
Right.
Interesting. Yeah.
Where the go?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man, it makes sense because but they used to kill the daughters, daughters, right? Demon. Like hammer. Yep, it is a hammer. Yeah. Come up off.
Yeah.
Really smell like a hammer too.
Kiss on the teeth and shit. Yeah. Fuck out of here.
Yep.
Piece of shit. Fuck out of here. Trying to be cheap.
Yeah.
What happened? Where were we though?
Some of the girls, because he killed off a bunch of the daughters. Yeah. Right? And they had the one child lost.
Oh yeah, in China.
Yeah.
And China and them little boys, they don't get down like that.
They like technology. Fucking
Yeah.
whatever.
They're like Ammon.
Calm down. Yes.
Yeah, Moab likes money.
Yeah.
Over golden. Yeah, he's MOB.
He's
funny.
Yes. He wanted the newest technology.
Yeah.
Newest cars.
Yeah.
Right? He wants to be in those fucking high-rise apartments.
They think they're MOB. Jay,
Nah.
MOB. You ain't MOB, Jay.
What is still selling drugs?
Yeah.
Kill.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's like bomb.
Yeah. All these, to be honest, all these other nations, their God is mammoth. Yeah. Because they all pray to their gods for money.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, you go into the restaurants or businesses, the
Yeah.
idols are right there.
Yeah.
And that's all to bring people in. Witchcraft. That's what.
It's continuing on in Hannah's story. So this is Samuel's story, and it says 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 11. Hannah's prayer. She says, so she vowed a vow and said, O Lord, Yahweh of hosts, if thou wilt look upon the affliction of thine handmaid, and remember me, and not forget thine handmaid, and will give unto thine handmaid a man child, then I will. Man child. Yeah. She didn't want a daughter. She didn't want a daughter.
Yeah.
She's a man child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which also goes in the spirit of but that further proves our point. You know what I mean? That firstborn son.
Yeah.
She's not her firstborn daughter. That daughter.
And we'll bring back and present them, the land. right? The Lord. Yeah. We're gonna bring that up as soon as I study something.
God.
It says, continuing on, but I will give unto thine handmaid that child, and I will give him unto the Lord all the days of his life, and there shall no razor be upon his head. So I want to jump down to verse 20, and it says,
Serious.
wherefore it came to pass when the time was come about after Hannah had conceived, that she bare a son and called his name Samuel, because I have asked him of the Lord. Right, so that's pretty much the point. Yeah. So it's the first born. And man is men, and then another thing too, like the man carries both the ex and the wife that was well up, right? So they're the ones that carry both. Children, right? So, which, by the way, is disappearing. Why focus on that? Right. So now there's a strong balance in her, where they're bringing forth children are more likely to support
That's not doing that for a reason. Yeah. There's seven women in they go to what man out there. Yeah. You know. I know Jesus says they're in the final time. That's right. They're gonna do their best jiu-jitsu move. Yeah. You know, their best Muay Thai head kick.
Oh yeah, they're
Get in the
fight.
house.
They're gonna fight. Yeah.
Because that's gonna be the survival. They have to fight to survive. So,
Yeah.
like
It's gonna be movement and bands.
Yep.
Busting niggas.
Yep.
That's how it's gonna get that bad.
Yeah.
These women are gonna put their pride aside too.
Yeah.
It's gonna get bad out here, bro.
Yep. Back for them, good for us.
You know,
They don't like to be uncomfortable. They always do this.
especially the people who go for the men of the Lord.
That's right.
They ain't gonna find us, especially if they're wicked. They definitely ain't gonna find us. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real crazy, man. You can hear women, like screams of women and people yelling of all kind of crazy deaths happening, like purge, you know, and not just one shot kill, eh? It's gonna be torture.
I think you're lucky.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
Then on top of that, you gotta add famine.
Yep.
People starving out. You know what I mean?
But
you know, people bugging, especially people gonna bug out because they can't get their drugs that they use, prescription drugs or their weed. That's already drugs that Esau's polluting that. Poisoning the weed and shit that people are smoking. People have access to liquor.
saw a little sample of that during lockdown.
Verse 21, verse 7:1, it says, and the man Elkanah and all his house went up to offer unto the Lord the yearly sacrifice and his vow. But Hannah went not up, for she said unto her husband, I will not go up until the man child be weaned, and then I will bring him that he may be born. And
Yeah, you said the yearly sacrifice, right? So until she planned to give one. I was just offering unto the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. But until you eat, so it was in the strength.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Eat from the breast. Go ahead.
And it says, and there might abide forever. And
Forever. The covenant. Right? Until death. Go ahead.
And it says, and Elkanah, her husband, said to her, do what seemeth thee good. Tarry until thou have weaned him. Only the Lord established his word. So the woman abode and gave her son suck until she weaned him. And she had weaned him, took him up with her was 1 ephah of flour, bottle of wine, and brought him unto the house of the Lord in Shiloh, and the child was young.
Yeah.
That's good. Because you going to investigate how these nations, like they know, they go to like just like they really, they really pride their money and their wealth over even their own, even over everything else. They don't get riches, they don't get like maybe their careers. They go ahead into these things, then like this they must do one as same way as people do. And it's the account of the king of Moab actually going as far as killing his own son to get riches. So bring it out. The book of number 23, verse 4. I think it was 5, right? It says, the Lord Yahweh put a word in Balaam's mouth and said, return unto Balak, and thus thou shalt speak. Right? It says, and he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, he and all his princes of Moab. And he took up his parable and said, Balak. Oh, it's like it.
Oh, I got. Yeah.
Okay, come, go ahead.
Okay. This is
Thank
first,
you.
sorry, Second King.
Thank you.
This is 2 Kings 3, verse 26. And it says, and when the king of Moab saw that the battle was too sore for him, he took with him 700 men and 2 swords to break through even unto the men, even unto the king of Edom, but they could not. Then he took his eldest son and offered him, and reigned in his stead and offered him for a burnt offering upon the wall.
Yeah, what? That's a rude, right? Most of the nations back then they did that, right?
No.
Yeah, sure when you want Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Stannis wanted to, advance in the war and get the throne. His daughter out back there. So here's an account.
And then he actually got his son, tried to his son on.
7, it says, and he took his eldest son that should have reigned in his stead and offered him for a burnt offering upon the wall, and there was great indignation against Israel, and they departed from him and returned to their own land. So they pay homage to a god named which is written in Kings. That's what made King Solomon transgress and began to follow and pay homage to those gods. So I don't know why and really they're concubines are really supposed to follow us. We're not supposed to follow their gods. That's what it's not before Solomon.
Even though reminds me of the guy Kim Jong-un, like he came out actually I think he killed his brother. Like his brother
Yeah.
like right, and it was like that. This is like after him or something like that, and actually he opted it.
Yeah.
It's like take more power.
Yeah.
No?
Control.
Yeah. They do anything he needs to get it back.
You saw the scriptures too, Judges, right?
Yeah.
One of the I think what's his name? The judge that had
Oh yeah, Jeff.
all the
Jordan?
men drink the water.
Oh,
Gideon's son. Right, one of his sons took out all his other
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
right. So that's the thing. Even that's why David did that with Solomon too, because he knew that can actually happen. Because King Solomon had a brother that wanted to take him out.
Yeah.
On the throne. So yeah, so this happens all the time, especially in those prevalent monarchs.
Yeah.
It's a problem, man.
I'll bring the person.
Yeah.
No. You just said it. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Yeah. Because the father was scared that that son was gonna actually take him from the throne, of course, which is crazy. Because you're eventually can get old and die.
And then leave the throne.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
They want it now. That's not going when children are spoiled too, right?
Yeah.
They're raised to be kings, but they don't want to wait for the position. They want to just be king right now. You need experience.
Exactly.
You gotta have all that, but 2 years
Yeah, man.
young
Yeah.
to raise you up. Like, not even your parents really.
Right.
Well, yeah, you stuff with your parents and stuff like that. But you got a whole bunch of tutors teaching you, preparing you to become a king. Yeah, from young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that you Yep. But in this world, like you said, this world, everybody wants power now. They think they're fit to rule. They get the power, they get the money. They crash out. Right?
Yeah. Look at our people. They want the fame and the kingship right now. And at least they'll give them a couple of $1 million and they're fucked.
I mean, they even show you that in what's it called? Coming to America, right? Where he's training and he's doing all types of shit, like kingly shit.
That's right.
So a king needs to know how to train and
defend himself and all that stuff. You know,
That's right.
he's preparing to be king. He's still a prince.
Yeah.
But he was getting he was being molded, but then he bugged out and then the programming. We wanted some hope from Queens.
You might have a 304. Yeah. Drank the wine. Yeah, wine. Got drunk.
Second Chronicles 21. Points in 4. We're going to start out with 1. It says, and now Jehoshaphat slept with his fathers and was buried with his fathers in the city of David. And Jehoram, his son, reigned in his stead. And he had brethren of sons of Jehoshaphat, Azariah, Jehiel, Zechariah, Azariah, and Michael, and Shephatiah, all sons of Jehoshaphat, the son, king of Israel. So this king basically had all these different sons. So this king, Jesus had reigned. He had all these different brothers. So going back into that what's it called? That feud, in terms of wanting to reign. And he says here, verse 3, and then the father gave them great gifts of silver and of gold and of precious things, which fenced cities of Judah and kingdom, which he gave to Jehoram because he was the firstborn. So go back to that point of the firstborn, you see all these different resources. But verse 4, and this is what he did though. Now when Jehoram was risen up to the kingdom of his father, he strengthened himself and slew all his brethren with the sword, and divers also of the princes of Israel, and he was 32 and 2 years old, and began to reign and reigned 8 years. And he walked in the ways of the kings of Israel like he did at the house of Ahab. So he began to transgress, got rid of all his brethren, and eventually became a lot more displeased to him because he wasn't able to operate the mindset of David, right? Somebody who's actually chased after the Lord's heart. Right? So that was the thing.
Once we move.
Yeah, go back.
Okay, Baruch 4, verse 26 says, 29 at the bottom says, 29 says, the one who brought these calamities upon you will rescue you and bring you everlasting joy. Verse 30, take courage, Jerusalem, the Most High who gave you your name will now bring comfort to you. Misery will come to those who mistreated you and then rejoice when you fell. Yeah, it says, misery will come to those who mistreated you and then rejoice when you fell. That's right. Yep. So misery will come to those cities that made you children slaves.
Yeah, you go to any major city in West America, North America, and Europe. Jake, that's catching hell in these hell, man. These psyop cities, man. Okay. Go to America. Same bullshit that's going on in the hood, in your hood, is going on in the next city. Oh yeah, 100 miles over, whatever. Every city, Jake is just bugged out over there. That's the top. That's not shit. My city harder than your city. He's dying at whatever rate you're supposed to be dying at. Okay, you're under the curse. The white man rules over you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wake up.
yeah, that's it.
Swapping over.
Yeah, all type of bugged out shit that you guys,
How idiotic that is?
yeah,
To die was over a color.
yeah.
Wearing a blue with his neighborhood and rocking red. Both you guys are beefing with each other over that shit, man. That's embarrassing.
Over a building that you're born in, an area you're born in.
Yeah. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, that's part of the curses, because it's right. Say, curse shall you should be the city, and curse shall be the people. That's right. That's a curse. That's the condition. What that block area, right, with all this food and gunshots in your window and all that.
Projections.
Yeah, that's a curse.
That's why Tupac had a song called Trap.
Oh,
Yeah, Trap. He was talking about that. Because America is a trap for Jake. Right? This whole world is a trap for Jake right now. But like you said, curse shall be in the city, right? And then I feel that's a trap.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be witchcraft. Rosary. Yeah. Rosary walking around. Really silly sound. Yeah, like in the mummy.
Yeah, Went through all the languages.
Yeah.
Then the mommy said something. But very prolific.
Yeah,
Like, oh, the language of the slaves.
Yeah.
That's right. Like this nigga ain't shit.
yeah.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say, Jake's man. With friends like these enemies, that's right. Because Jake, you really were supposed to be friends or family amongst each other.
Yeah.
But you feel you're acting like a back, nigga to each other. You don't even need enemies. If you're doing it yourself, your own nation is cannibalizing itself, basically. You know what I mean? You're against. You see a brother that look like you gotta look at him. I'm sideways. He's your threat. He's my ops. White man though, he's good though, eh? White man gets to clear.
Hey, George.
Yeah.
And I don't know if your brother saw this. There's a girl called Carol Zoe in the Caribbean. She travels to every island in the Caribbean. She's Asian. No, he don't look. Okay. She only dates Jay, right? I don't know what she is, but from from what we can see, right? She only she only hang out in the hood, man. She'll go to Trinidad in the most dangerous hoods. Nothing touches her. Yeah, right. Now she's in Jamaica, in Kingston, in the hood, where like these guys are coming on the internet saying like, yo, if I were to go into these hoods, I might not make it out alive. This girl is like walking around, eating food, filming herself, right? In every hood in the Caribbean, she's in there, man. Nothing touches her. Right? That just goes to show.
But she has the market cage. You might not
Yeah.
yeah. Alright, so that's witchcraft, you know.
Yeah.
Because obviously there's Jakes that look like Edomites, so they have the market canine there.
Yeah.
So they kind of get a pass.
Yeah, fine.
You know?
We don't know, at the end of the day, it's up to the Lord, right?
Right.
But hey, man, she don't want to see no Edomite in her. And the last place she was in Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just traveling where the tribes are.
That's interesting.
Yeah, she can also be a damn spy. Who knows? Yeah.
Right.
Back in Baruch the 4th, verse 32 says, "Misery will come to those cities that made their children slaves. Misery will be the fate."
You slaves here?
Comes, right?
Right.
That's right.
They use us here. Okay. You may be getting rich here, but your soul is depleted.
Yeah.
All right. Look at the state of our. They may be getting money out here, doing whatever they got to do. What's the soul? They're not wise. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're beasts. They're operating on a beast. Love vibration. Other options. That's it. They're lucky if they become Asian. At least they have kids, right? That's true. At least, at this point, I can't even call it, it's not even a bad thing now. You know what I'm saying? Call a woman an Asian, that's like the least of the worry. At least they have kids, they just don't mind it now. But that's another story, right? That's we're in hell, man. We're debating the lesser of the evils. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's why we need salvation. Right. They're mad at us because we want the healing of our nation. The whole head is sick, right? That's what we're talking about. The whole head is sick, and they're mad at us. They're proclaiming that we want all of us to be whole again, made whole again. You know it's the end of them. Exactly. That's why they did so much to sabotage us. Down. You know what I mean? You can't even be mad at it, man. People that are that believe in Esau's way, man. You're Esau. You're with Esau. You have your father's devil. It is what it is. Don't say. We worry about brotherhood and what you can control. To the best of your ability. You can't worry about these people. Right. All they know is the world. The world will really have you sunken in, man. Like, you're really in the sunken places. You're not in the street. That's true. Okay.
Yes, right.
Here, gross darkness. I don't care how bright it is today.
Yeah.
Okay. These people are walking, groping on these things. They walking dead. Okay. Let me see.
All these women, the business, like, they chose to put the freedom over like this, family responsibility. Now they're finding out that basically now they, they gain, they go home alone, they gain no play, whatever they go to all these dating sites, all these so-called dating group meetings.
Yeah.
No man showing up.
Yeah.
Because now basically, they're regretting choosing their career paths over the man. You see, so ultimately that shows you that that that's the same, the same so-called, that he took. There's the same, light that he took on. Okay, and now basically you're running with a hard time. You're in a position like your wall, so to speak. Okay, you have no family. Now you basically you're alone because you chose basically to embrace ethos philosophy over the truth, and see, it's backfiring money.
And in fact, they tried to turn around last minute, 35. But, oh, now I'm gonna settle down. Now I want to have children. Oh, now you have to do in vitro insemination. Now you have to pay money when you have a child.
20K.
Yeah.
I made a video about two videos about this black woman, and there's a bunch of them that's doing the IVF insemination.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 20K, bro. Yeah, like who are losing their mind?
Yeah, and that's so they're proud because they still trust in Easter egg, right? That have to do with the freezing of the eggs. Which one is the?
What they're doing, they have their eggs because they're still healthy.
Okay.
But they just can't find them. They don't want. They'll think like, oh, they don't need a man, but they need a man sperm. What they're doing?
So they need a man.
Yeah.
Ultimately, you need a man.
Yeah, come on. What they're doing, like those guys who want, hit a cup or whatever.
Yeah.
So sperm, yeah, and they have this long thing and yank the sperm. Yeah. And then they put them into the and stuff it up in a thing and put it on the egg. And punch the egg and put it and they inject it into the woman.
So the willing take a shot. Single mother.
Yeah, vitro they have to take a shot also.
So they would rather be willing single mothers.
Yeah. That's the woman worship.
Yeah.
Dino worship.
That's
Right?
fucked up. It's fucked up. Because in this world, like you said, it's woman worship. So that's why women are feeling power to be single mothers as well. This world needs to be anyway. So I can do it without a man anyways.
Yeah. That's when taken away.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Strongholds falling down. Yeah. Those babies are they're gonna be slaughtered, man.
Oh, we gotta get son.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
To the fire.
No, we don't know who these men are that are in these cups. So it's some serial killers, man.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
but
fucked
no.
up, man.
Yeah.
That's not
scriptural. Bitch, you're supposed to open your leg and take a dick.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's from a man of wisdom.
Yeah. All right.
That's a random guy in the street that that's not how it's supposed to roll.
Yeah. What I'm going, if I may say, like, one of the children actually, when they grow up, they find out how they were. And see them, like, the bugs go up. Of course. That's their head. Like,
When they found out how they were good.
Yeah.
Some Black Mirror shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucked up, man.
Fucking test you, people.
Yeah,
that's
test
right.
babies. That's fucked up, bro.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 3. And it says, and the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, women shall mourn having no husbands, and their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. So in wars, their bridegrooms shall be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish with famine. Here, they understand that a lot of these men, they're realizing a lot of these men, they're not catering to them anymore. Exactly. They're just doing their own thing. They're working on themselves. They're just like, okay, women, they get too much of a headache. Yeah. Right. So they're just choosing essentially living exactly.
Still extract. See. Still extract. Yeah. Because he could. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was just going to say, he still, you can still, dabble with the books, but you don't take them serious.
Yeah, all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what they're finding out.
And that's what they're finding out. I said, on whatever, on his TikTok or
Yeah.
They pretend that they like the world and they nothing about it, like keeps on. They go.
Yeah.
It's like We already see the red flags, bitch.
They don't understand
They're
that.
not understanding that. And we don't, I'm not telling you, bitch. What? I'm telling you this, that.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Why the fuck I need to tell you what's wrong with you? Fuck out of here. Like, I'm gonna use you for what you are, and that's it. You don't know that because you've been lied to by Esau.
Yeah.
All right. That's what it is. So men play that game. Men play that game.
That game was, we invented that game.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is.
Supplant the bitch.
That's it. So go ahead.
That's it.
That's it. But you as a person and a human being, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're not a good person. You may look good on the outside. That box, whatever. You are not a good person. And that's what men found out. Yeah, and men also, the thing is, men know that women have options. Like, guys hitting them up, whatever.
Allegedly.
Right. Unless
Yeah.
so, you know what I'm saying? So men don't have the time playing that game and committing to these girls if they're not taking things serious. Men know that.
Yeah, they say they have options, but then the option that they have, they don't want to be those guys.
Right.
You know, so do you really have options? You know?
And yeah. So, yeah. And they claim they have options, but they only have options of men that want to vote.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Take them serious. And the guy that is trying, like you said, the guy that's actually right now. Why don't you want a man to marry you right now? You know what I'm saying? That's actually right.
That's not the 1% question.
But that's bugged out this girl though. They don't want that. You know?
See, the thing is with you, women, I don't realize that a man can have multiple. Yeah, that's what's gonna come down to. Yeah. But they're trying to kick against that prick so hard. You know? That's why like, oh, my man, that's it. He can't look at another woman. Like, what? That's the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why. But the whole joke was what you just said. It's like they want that man to not look at other women, but they still want a man that other women want.
Yeah.
See how punked out that is?
Yeah, that's why we don't play these games. Yeah, games.
Yeah.
You know, like the wars are coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
famine is coming. Right? The fucking the race wars, the class wars, right? The downfall of the society. Let's see how you're gonna deal with this shit.
Exactly.
Let's see what happens when you can't get your dry ass head washed.
Yeah.
Or you know, you're running around with your pussy like all bloody and shit. You can't have no damn, there's no pads around. Right? It's gonna get really rough when you're going. They're gonna find out that's the only thing that breaks their pride. It's hard time. You know, hard time making men stronger, but hard time make break women.
That's right.
It's all the time. Psalms 78 and 15. It says, "He turned his anger against them. He did not spare the Egyptians' lives or ravage them with plague. He killed the oldest son in each Egyptian family, the flower of youth throughout the land of Egypt." I read that because America, as you said, America is called spiritual Egypt, right? So what the Lord did in Egypt is going to do in America. That's right. Same shit's going to happen. So you read the scripture about the bridegroom, right? So a lot of these oldest sons, just to say this them, they're going to die. Just exact. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Right. All the young men.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 1832. I think they raised it to 40%, 40. And but right now they're getting like 18 to 26. They're automatically being enlisted.
I don't know if the brothers know Nicholas Walton. Well, what he did, he's called, I think he was called a Grim Reaper by the Afghanistan army and the Afghanistan people who were fighting for against in American 2000. Okay. Took like over 33 years sniper, the Jake.
Oh, you mentioned him before. Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Louis Walters?
Yeah, Dress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the elders made a video about him recently, and he was like, "Listen, man, you don't want the, you know," he was talking about that, and he's saying, "You don't want these new age people to be in the army, man."
Yeah.
Because when it comes down time, you're gonna see them fucking freeze up, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna see them. Because when he said, he's like, when you're in war, you're gonna see your best friend get his fucking head blown off.
Yeah.
You're gonna see his body parts scattered all over the place. You guys might be here. A sniper shoot him in the head. His head is all over the place. These guys are gonna freak out. He's like, you don't want these TikTokers. Pretty much saying Gen Z is a bunch of cornballs, man. Right? You can't have a person like that on the battlefield next to you. You'll die.
He might even kill you.
Yeah.
Crash
I was
your
gonna say this is the worst time for America to go to war because the men that they have the options to be in the army, little man, they're shit.
Oh, right,
And it's,
Yeah,
it's all controlled by the Jays. They wanted it that way anyway. They wanted the Americans weak.
Yep.
They wanted
Here we are.
So here it is. Western world, the Western men overall, they're weak.
That's why when these immigrants come to their country, they're looking at the westernized man is looking at them like, oh, they're toxic. Yes, they are. They want to just grab women. Bro, you guys know where you are?
Right.
That's how men are supposed to be, and women are supposed to be at home. That's right. When you back over here in the city with that, oh, I could just like this. Yeah. Run it.
You have more? I had some. Okay, that's bring it up. Jeremiah 51 verse 30, and it says, "And the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight; they have remained in their oaths. They might have failed. They became as women. They have burned for dwelling places, and for bars are broken." Just going into the condition of this society that they have in military. They're a bunch of TikTok entertainers. They're not at the standard of the baseball, especially Russia. They train, the president went across the train, Ronnie Silvers or whoever, they are not who in comparison because they are very different from the Western countries. They remember a lot of that starts from home. Like Jose, yeah, no, yeah, I even thinking about it. I'm thinking about career, money, 6 figures, whatever. Yeah, right. That's why a lot of them are lost. They don't have a purpose.
Yeah. Real quick, I was talking to a woman at work, talking about the specific topic, and she said basically the conversation was, I was saying that a man should be raised as a woman. At 12, you should be raised as a man. Right? That's what really matters. And she was like, well, no, 18, 19, you're still a child. Wait till you get to 21, then you're a man. During those times, you should live your child years and have fun. So like, look, the reality is if you go to the Middle East, like you just mentioned it, the men are raised differently there. That's like you're saying, when we go there, you're like, look at these guys. What's wrong with these guys? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? The people from the West are looking at them like they're weird. Yeah. But they're actually real fucking men.
Right.
Right?
That's right.
And women too. So then you come over here and then you look at these men. These men are all fucking soft. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. You talk about masculine shit, they say you're toxic, right? But yet the whole joke is that those same things that they call toxic, women actually they chase after that at the same time,
Yeah.
right? That's what. And her whole argument is that you should not take away from 12 to let's say 19. Those are your child years. That's still my child. That's what she said. That would still be my child. Idiot. And that's why I called her. I said, you're an idiot because the reality is you think like a woman, I think like a man. Right? Because there'll be women that will say that, but like a real man understands I have to get my son ready. I have to get him ready because I know how the world really is. Me treat him like a child, then he's gonna think like a child. And that's why you have little fucking 18-year-olds that still act like children because the parents have been telling them, oh, you're my child, you're my child, you're my child. So what the fuck how do you think he's gonna think when he grows up? He's gonna act like a child. Right? That's why in it's true, you have to be reprogrammed. Yeah. You have to be reprogrammed. All the programs in the world, you gotta forget about that shit because it's not the right way to do shit. So you see a woman get snatched, like, oh well, that's scripture. Yeah. That's scriptures. You see a woman getting raped, well, that's in the scriptures.
I wish I would have thought you were 19.
No.
Right.
12 years old, spirit was on him, man. All of us, the same. When we got to 12, we can free to take. Your mind changes. Yes. The hormones start kicking in, the testosterone, you gotta box that down. Yes. I'm saying. Right? Like, just smack your ass.
What do you think?
What do you think you're gonna do? Like, yeah, you're 12 years old, you're a young man. Shut the fuck out. Yeah. You want to beat on your chest?
Yeah, that's right.
Tell us 19.
And that's the problem when you say that's what the dad has to lead. Because the dad would just know to do that.
Yeah.
If mom's leading. Oh no, it's okay. Da, 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 da. Right, and that's what we have the problem with the elder was saying. You have these Gen Z, Gen X, where you want those guys to go to war that are males that are really have the emotional maturity of a female.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Anyway,
Yeah,
that was
TikTokers.
that was like, it's just interesting that came up.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful.
I don't know the point too. That's why fathers are needed in the household as well. Because in the book of Tobit, Tobit was the one that was at a giving God and counsel to his son Tobias. Eventually, towards the end, he ends up taking that with Sarah.
Yeah.
So that's I mean, it doesn't really specify that his what age he was, but he was at a certain age where okay, now he's able to handle himself.
Yeah,
Now
he
he's
was
able,
very young.
exactly.
That's why the mom was like freaking out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, he wasn't no 21-year-old.
Exactly.
You know, the angel wanted him that was a young man because it was like in part of the scripture it says, and the young man grabbed the fish, showing you that he was young.
No, he's just a young man. He's still a man though.
Yeah.
He was probably like 15.
Yeah.
Because the girl was older than him. Yeah. Sarah was older than him. You know?
Oh,
We're talking to Ecclesiastes 7:5. And marry thy daughter, so shalt thou have performed the weight of matter. Give her to none.
Fathers don't have much to choose from.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think, man, we gonna take good thing in my opinion. Forces with that. Forces.
Yeah. They handed us over as gifts.
Yeah.
They handed us over as gifts. So we want the same thing.
That's right.
Huh?
It'll make it easy for you.
And she's gonna be happy anyway. Yeah.
oh, I got a quick one. Okay. Proverbs 22:6. I'm gonna read it. It says, direct your children onto the right path, and when they are older, they will not leave it. Right? So very simple. Because and part of the problem, I think you mentioned fathers don't have a lot to choose from. These fathers are also part of the problem too.
That's right.
Because they're in that cycle. They're idiots too.
Yeah, they're feminine too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't even pick properly.
They're raising their dad as more masculine.
Yeah.
They're raising the son.
And then they'll tell the son, the woman hit you, don't feel it back.
Yeah.
Walk us out of here.
Yeah, Jake too, you know. Jake was fucked out.
I mean, yes. Well, I'm telling my woman the other day, like my generation of parents are the worst. Shut up, I'm not beating for a little bit. Right? I'm saying, just the way they bring their children up, man. Like, like men around like late 30s, early 40s. When their parents, like, bro, you see them with the children up. And like this, that little boy is 12, 13. And just see how he goes to the father and mother. My generation is trash, man.
Funny, I don't know the point to regards to the women. That's why around that age as well, the women they need to have a husband.
That's right.
At that point, because around that age is where they start to actually feel. Yeah, exactly. Feel beat. I'm experiencing things like when I was living in the Caribbean, I used to go to school next to an all girls school. A lot of the all girls school, they're feeling it. Yeah, confident. They used to feel it as well, right?
Yeah, you're 100% right. Because I went to all boys school in the Caribbean, and then right next door, there's an all girls school. That's a recipe for disaster. All you want to do is climb the fucking fence. And all they want to do is climb the fence.
Oh, that's all they want.
You know, it's crazy. They should be somewhere away from you boys. Because in the kingdom, even with these other nations, the boys are not around the girls. That's true. Because you know what's gonna happen. Yeah, right. You know what's gonna happen. Yeah. You know? Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After 12. After 12.
Yeah, after 12.
Yeah,
Yeah. So there's a show on Netflix called Big Mouth. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shows exactly what we go through when these hormones are kicking in. Right? So the girl turns 12 and the period starts kicking in, she goes crazy. And the boy goes crazy. Both of them go crazy. So that's the time to start schooling them and showing them the way and then how to move and how to be a man and how to be a woman. That's it. You know? That's the time. Even in Handmaid's Tale I was watching last night. They show now they have a new show. Remember the girl was going around looking for her daughter, right?
Well, I mean,
See Handmaid's Tale?
I haven't seen it.
I've heard of it.
I've just heard of it. Same. I haven't watched it.
Brother should watch it, man. Because all they do is quote scriptures and try to do what to do.
So there's a show and a TV show and a movie.
No, there's 2 shows now.
Was there a movie?
No, there's no more. Keep on going.
Oh,
So now the daughter the period just came, and then now she's getting ready, man. Yeah, she's getting ready. So yeah. That's perfect again.
to add another point to that as well. In the Shanti culture, the Israelites,
Fine.
they did the same thing when they had their first spirit, they became pregnant for a man, right? So they wouldn't be given up there right away.
Fine.
But they were essentially like
Right.
exactly they were just giving her, making sure, and then the older women were making sure she had that host of skills as well, doing or how about use resources she had, right, at his household. Right? So that was the preparation, right? Like it always says in the book of Esther, the part of faith and
I don't know. Yeah.
6 months. 6 months, I think, like frankincense and myrrh, right? That was part of that preparation. Of that man, right?
Yeah.
Really guys, you see, in our culture, everything else that you spot about mitzvah, right? Try to look up real quick. I think when you go to it, means like sign of covenants, right? For mitzvah, right? For people, European. No. And so it says about mitzvah, Hebrew for son of the commandment. So it's like this means son of the commandment. It says a Jewish coming of age ceremony for boys marking their 13th birthday. It's supposed to be the 12th birthday. But these people are going off. It says a Jewish coming of age ceremony for boys marking their 13th birthday, when they become obligated to Jewish law and responsible for their own actions.
Yeah, right. Going up back. There you go.
That's why women, like when I was having that conversation with that woman, I was just looking at it, like, this is why you don't leave. This is why you don't leave. Because you guys make decisions based off emotion. Everything she was saying was based off emotions. Oh, it's my child. You're talking through emotions. That's why I was talking like straight logic. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna let my son at 12 I'm not gonna train him the right way. I have to prepare him for how the world is. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. I understand he's your child. Yeah, he is your child, but he's not a child. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
So you start training them in the martial arts.
Yeah.
You're training how to use weapons.
Yep.
Start training them like the scriptures. Right now you can show the breakdowns. Right.
Yep.
Yeah, train the right way, man. No, we're warrior kings and judges. You have to train him to be a judge.
Yep.
Okay? Right? That's what you raise his son. The Israelite man should raise his son. Because when he goes to other nations, Elam, for example. Yeah. You think Elam raised a victor in the house?
Oh,
Yeah. He's 12, 13. He has sisters.
Yeah.
Fucking bully them around, man. Give them orders.
That's right. Yeah.
You know?
Sure.
I work with a lot of them, so I know. Right?
Yeah.
These girls get talked up.
I'm dealing with it.
Yeah, God.
You know, other you can get like crash the car, whatever. These things is more. Yeah, man, it's crazy. Never scratch for it.
Yeah. How could you? How could you?
Next 13, a boy becomes a mature member of the Jewish community, allowed to involve binding contracts, testify before religious courts, and count in a minyan, prayer Quran. So the ceremony commonly held on or after their 13th birthday, celebrants may lead prayers, read from the Torah portion, or chant the Haftarah.
So basically, though, Esau in this world, he stunts your growth.
Yeah,
right?
That's right. He does.
You know,
Definitely
you're
does.
supposed to be already as a man doing things, operating at 12.
Yeah, fine.
He can tell you gotta be 18. You can be 21.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You can be 19. What the fuck is this, Esau? It's keeping you back from doing what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Then also, like when you crime, this is when you are under 18, they treat you on a juvenile.
Yeah.
This is not a juvenile.
So why young offender charge?
You're offender.
Yeah.
We're really supposed to be getting like at that age, you're supposed to know you're supposed to be actually be able to like supposed to be responsible for your actions.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's not supposed that these kids they feel like they can do anything.
Yeah.
Just not they get like a that's something
Yeah. And guess what that does? It leads them into becoming fucking career criminals, man.
That's right.
Because once they get to 17, some will commit crime, and then next thing you know, they're 18. Yeah, they can't stop. The scripture, that's not what the scripture says. The scripture says, any wickedness of these young boys do, you should be blot out, man. Right? It's like, like you're disrespecting your parents, they bring it to the elders.
Stone,
Yeah, man.
I'm in agreement with that.
I'm gonna agree with that too.
This world is not no.
Yep.
They say that's evil, that's wicked. You know, you people are evil and wicked because you want evil and wickedness to flourish.
Yeah.
See, the reason why these people have a problem with what's going on, and Middle East and all that, is they know war is coming. When war comes, they know they can't continue in their wickedness.
Yep.
They just want to be free to do wickedness. Yeah. That's it. They don't want to be free to do righteousness. No. They want to be free to do wickedness. Yep. And all that's coming to an end. This is what encourages me. Torture, torment, pestilence. You know what I mean? Plague. Because the wickedness that's gonna come upon the earth when all hell breaks loose, it's not gonna be the wickedness that people enjoy doing. Yeah, exactly. There's gonna be spirits that are gonna be created for vengeance, so they're gonna enjoy it, right? But the regular wicked, there's levels to wickedness, right? Yeah. The people that are having fun doing wickedness right now, they're not gonna have a good time when all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
There's people, then there's people that are waiting to purge. Yeah, they know right? So it's like they have to operate normal in society, right? They're waiting for a time of societal decay.
Yeah.
So they can actually unleash their deviance.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're right. You know what I'm saying? And those people are set up for the wicked that are doing wicked now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're saying, yeah.
Those are the spirits. He says spirits be vengeance.
Right.
Scripture.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
Yeah. Dexter's running around.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kill it.
There's your hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance, teeth of wild beasts and scorpion serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction.
That's a judgment for the wicked. That's
Yeah.
punishment for the wicked. Spirits create, that's punishment for the wicked.
So mention
The wicked is not, they're not the wicked. The times have come, the wicked is not going to enjoy it because the comforts are gone now.
That's true.
They're doing wickedness in comfort.
Yeah.
They're not going to be wanting to do wickedness in discomfort.
Yeah.
They're going to be thinking about survival.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
right. The Lord's gonna protect these vegetables.
Right.
Like oh yeah. The Michael Myers, man. Shoot them and you're still running. Pretty coolers. Yeah.
That's why you've seen what happened with TikTok when you say to see how people are crashing out. That was just TikTok we're talking about. That's just TikTok in the grocery store. Yeah, that's in the grocery store. So imagine when we're the time we're talking about, bro. These people, the everyday person you go to work with, is gonna be killing people. They're crashing out. They're hurting people from. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's a quick reset because in regards to the wicked, there's a lot of arguments wicked that it says here. This is Jeremiah 7, verse 3, and it says, "Thus saith for the host power of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place. Trust ye not in lying words, saying the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord, the temple of the Lord are these. For if thou truly amend your ways and your doings."
Says thoroughly?
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Not
Not thoroughly?
Oh.
Thoroughly.
If you truly amend your ways and your doings, and if you execute judgment between a man and his neighbor, if you oppress not the stranger, the fatherless, and the widow, and shed not innocent blood in this place, neither walk after other gods to your hurt, then I will cause you to dwell in this place in the land that I will give to your fathers forever. Jeremiah was basically telling about and that's the same story. So, one minds of judgments as on the project. All the judgments that are seen about these. Another chapter where it says, whatever region of slave or Dogs to Terra? Yeah, it's Dogs to Terra? Dogs to Terra and Con, no, for what? Yeah. So all these different ways that the Lord can get you to judge basically, right? So many different ones, right? You know, the Lord controls everything, right? So we're in the spirit of saying, we're in the same spirit of Jeremiah, basically telling them to amend your ways, otherwise you will judge by all apart, right? So we say, seek righteousness, seek peace, that you may be hidden in him, right? So that's why we're out here, so we can actually see, so we can be hidden from him, right? Yeah.
Okay. Isaiah 1:4 says, "Oh, what a sinful nation that are loaded down with a burden of guilt. They are evil people, corrupt children who have rejected the Lord and of Shai. They have despised the Holy One of Israel and turned their backs on him." Talk about it right now. That's why the things that are coming are for you Israelites that don't want to turn back to the Lord, don't want to repent. Right? Elder mentioned that people that are doing wickedness, they're not going to enjoy the wickedness. They're going to have to do it that time. It's not going to come, right? And part of it, like for example, someone who is, let's say, is a culture, right, and he has protection of the police, the government, whatever it is. When the time comes that we're talking about, he's not going to be able. Well, he's not going to be able to do adultery. Now he might have to do forced to do cannibalism. You never thought about it. He's like, I'm not a cannibal, but now he's forced.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Shit, guy. You think you get away with it? You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Yeah, the Lord requires me. Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, that's what Esau can't deal with. Oh, yeah. That's like your eggs.
says, verse 5, why do
They
you
hope that we're not right. They
That's
hope
true.
everything we're saying is a farce.
Yeah,
That's what makes them go to sleep at night. You see how red that Edomite was?
yeah.
Like, he knows who we are. You read it. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. He knows who we are. I'm not telling him who we are.
Israel on there, still has some freak.
Yeah. I mean, why do we have to tell him? That's why nobody said anything. Because in my mind, yeah, you don't know if it reads. Decide it there. That's who we are. If you want to take the time to read it, you can read it. If not, then don't ask me so much. Right? Yeah, and he saw it.
That's the trickery of the Edomite.
Yeah.
He went there. I don't know what the hell he was doing.
Yeah.
That was just weird.
He was taking a picture.
I think he
Well,
was.
you see it on the camera anyway. You see it in the report.
It won't. I don't think it caught it still.
But he came inside too. Came like walk by. This is moving. Funny. Yeah, you know, super. But whatever. I was gonna add to what Elder was saying that the funny thing is they might hope that we're not right, but in reality we keep saying the same thing, and the reality that we're gonna keep staying close to it keeps manifesting.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like not like, yo, these guys, right? These guys keep saying the same shit, and we're seeing it. He said about the Persia, he said about talking about the bear, right? Now Iran's doing exactly what he said is gonna happen. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. What if they're right? What if they're right? I mean, we're going to captivity. It's like, okay. No. Verse 5 on scriptures. Why do you continue to invite punishment? Once you rebel forever, your head is injured and your heart is sick. You're battered from head to toe or head to foot, covered with bruises, welts, and infected wounds, without any soothing ointments or bandages. Right? So I just want to stop there. This shows you the state of Israel, right? And that's why the Lord has all these things for Israel. Right, saying that. Israel is just can't deal with it. Can't really talk to them. You know, that's why I mentioned that conversation. I already deal with you talking. I really do. And you know what? Like the reality is that that's why I know Lord, I'm not going to this bullshit. Yeah. Right? Any of the shit you're saying, like these women try to take lead, they said look at you the vibe. Look at your vibe. What do you think you're doing? Think this is the work? The times we're talking about, we're not gonna have any say. There's no say. The say is, do you want to go outside?
Yeah.
That's it. You want to go outside?
Yeah.
Bail, you can go home. Yeah. You want to go home. Make a decision. That's how bad it's gonna be. We're gonna threaten you by going outside. Because you're not coming back.
Jeez.
I'll show you what happens. You're not coming back. They have so many movies give you like a brief example of Purge. Yep. Right? That's one example. Right? Mad Max. Road.
Bro, yeah.
He's crazy. Yeah. Looking like another one. Yeah.
That's a beautiful one.
Right? And there's gonna be zombies out here too.
Yeah.
Everyone forgets about that. Cannibal. Call them cannibals.
Yeah. Walking Dead.
That's happened to that's what happened to Miriam. Who she came against Moses.
Yeah.
She got kicked out of the camp. She was out there for a whole week.
Yep.
She was crying. She was
Wild animals out there.
That's right. She can't deal with that, man. She came back humble.
She came back and she didn't say shit. After 7 days.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a shame back then.
Yeah.
Until the thing like that. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And so they do, but now,
Everyone wants to look like
yeah.
yeah. Like all the guys now, they want the woman to be honest. Yep. On the hair too. Yeah. You know, all these athletes, Jake athletes, they're all like, their hair's all like yellow. Yeah. I know that goes into some ritual or whatever, but
Yeah, there is a ritual in that.
yeah. But they're all pretty much brown down to me, so that's all it is. Yep. Well.
This is because Deuteronomy 20 verse 1. And it reads, when thou goest out to battle against thy enemies and seest horses and chariots and a people more than thou, be not.
So we're talking about like for these Western men.
Yeah.
They're not fit to fight. They're mentally they could be physically fit, some of them, but they're not mentally there. Yeah. They're not mentally prepared. I don't care how big you are. Like you say, if you see your best friend get his head blown back by a bullet in the side of this, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, just how long these snipers bullets are. Yeah, that's you see. Yeah, that's yeah, that's God. That's how the bullets are this long. You know, real piercing skin, and exploding and shit.
Look at Magic Johnson's son. Is he fit for fucking duty?
Yeah, is he fit for duty? No. You know, he could be a warrior, but he's not.
He's a booty warrior, but
yeah. Well, no.
And he's saying these men want him over the women, and I believe
no.
But this place is fucked. And it's these women that gave these girly men that's pretty much the backbone. The backbone.
It was Eve. It started with Eve, really.
Yeah. Oh, he's okay. He's so cool. Let's go shopping.
Yeah.
Now they want to be now they're telling you, bitch, like you ain't shit. Your man won.
Exactly. It's right back way.
So he says, be not afraid of them, Lord Yahweh, thy power is with thee.
It was a meme, Slocky. It was fucked up. It was like white woman acting like gay men, acting like black women. Yeah. That's the circle of like it all starts with Eve, man.
Yeah.
It's bugged out. Yeah, man, it's fucked up. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, be not afraid of them, for the Lord Yahweh, thy power is with thee, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people, shall say unto them, hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies, that not your.
At least here, Israel actually had something to fight for. You know what I'm saying? And there was no woman in that army. Not that today, right? What real army has women in that army? That's right. Okay, that's bugged out. That's not even fair to women. Exactly. But these women, they deserve to get drafted. No, you learn, right? You gotta blame Eve. All right, take it up with evil. I'm not, I'm talking about evil in scripture. You know, she got back with the devil. But he is back, right?
Yeah, it's a beautiful left man out of American.
Oh yeah.
When these guys catch them, they're gonna kill them.
Oh hell no.
He's gonna get the dick.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get multiple.
Yeah, what? Yeah, they're not gonna even go.
Yeah, exactly. When these women run out of bullets, you think they're gonna fight? They can't hand-to-hand combat with you out over there. They know jujitsu. They know judo. They know Sambo. What you gonna do? Know what I'm saying? Run out of bullets? All right, hand to hand combat. You're gonna lose. Then you're gonna just take it. That's it. Can't do anything about it.
It's because they see these movies, they see Black Widow fighting on screen, moving on the stuff, so they think, oh, I can do that. Yeah. No, it's not gonna happen like that.
I saw videos of them being in the army. I think I want to stand up for this. I didn't stand up for it. What do you think you're gonna do in the army, bitch?
Yeah.
You're the first. You're the vanguard. Yeah, to protecting a country or a nation. Yeah. You think it was all just go to those get deployed for like a couple of weeks, come back and go to your army barracks and get blown out? That's not
Yeah.
that's all they do, really.
Yeah. That's it.
You know?
So, this is why women don't lead and do stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
I think rash decision. Yeah. You know, they can all travel the world through the army and shit. Go all these places. Then you gotta go. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's when the Lord started. Lord Washington.
He likes the entrepreneurs.
Yeah, brother. He likes the irony of it. He likes the irony that women are in military.
Yeah.
He likes that. Oh yeah. You know, you want to be a man, you want to act like a man, you want to get up in a man's face. Oh yeah. You want to do what a man can do. I'll give you that. The Lord said it. The woman shall surpass the man. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
So the Lord gonna give you what you want. Yeah. Now all of a sudden you want to revert back to being feminine and all this shit. Feminine order. And so women are the same ones too. Oh, they just to go to war. Right? Yeah. Basically, they say how men are sassy now and all this shit. Yeah. And women used to shut the fuck up. Yeah. What about those days? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Equal rights.
So which one do you want? If men used to go to war, and women used to shut the fuck up. So which one do you want? You can't have one without the other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, people call them sportsmen. Yeah. People call them sportsmen. Wearing something that's big. Right, supposed to have your own clothing, and the men's supposed to have that kind of attire brings a vibration. So you're not supposed to be in that attire or in that arena in if you were following the Lord's way.
Yeah. So back in Deuteronomy 20 actually I get this quick this is back up we say it says this book of Ezekiel 7 verse 26 to 27 says mischief shall come upon mischief and a rumor shall be upon rumor, then shall they seek a vision from of the prophet, for the law shall perish the priest, the council.
Where are those guys?
Yeah.
Guys. You know, we're saying something. I knew something special about the word we're going to say.
So it says, then shall they seek a vision of the prophet.
Now they want to hear. You know, weren't they the ones that said, see not, right? Yeah. So they hear. Oh, yeah. Now they want to hear. Now they want to hear it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I want
It says,
I would want to work with
the law shall then shall they seek a vision.
We're talking about war, right? Yeah. That's who you're gonna send to your army.
Yeah.
That's the dude right here with the thing in the room.
Yeah.
Yep. Doing the dress. Yeah. So
That's who's going. Because they said they're going to war. It's just the ones that are actually transitioning, like have to go to post-op, they can't go. But the ones that are done, or post-op, the ones that are done, right?
Yeah.
The ones that are going through the operation, they can't go. The ones that are post-op, they're going.
Yeah.
They're getting drafted. Androgynous spirit, bro. It's off. This place is crazy. It's not even that they should be going. They should just be put to death. I know. Why are you condoning this? Yeah. Why are you talking about that point?
I see that. I see that as like the Lord trolling. It's like he's prolonging because eventually they're just gonna die. So eventually get killed. But they're gonna be tormented. They're gonna be afraid. They're gonna be anxious. They're gonna be terrified. Like, oh my God, and then eventually you're gonna die. Because like you said, it's true. You just put them to death. Put them to death.
There are moments in wars that that'll be doing. Sitting in a movie, you're like you're surrounded, and you're like, something happened, and then America happened, and then you get the enemies back up. Yeah. But in this time, they're gonna be terrified before they die. I love them gonna say, "Oh, dice raining together."
Says verse 27, says, the king shall mourn, the prince shall be clothed with consolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them. They shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Right? You have people pay. Now you don't have to here, hold on. Let's see. There you go. Hold it quick. You go. Come on. Verse 2 reads, and it shall be when ye are come. Verse 3. Yes, I shall say to them, hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies. Let not your hearts faint. Fear not, and do not tremble. Neither be ye terrified because of them. Lord Yahweh, your power is he that goeth with you.
Exactly. That's for the elect. We're not supposed to be in fear, right? We're the elect. But yeah, we're going to a time where we're gonna have that rely heavily on the spirit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord to make set up that standard, lift up that standard against the wiles of the devil, all the technology that he's gonna come against with. That's right. Right? Yeah. And that's the only way we're gonna be able to defeat the devil is through spirit. There's power of God. Right? That's it. Yeah. Yeah. And this is part of it. Right? So you heard it after that. Power of God. That's right. So yeah, great. That's right, right? Yeah, yep. When you say that on right, yeah, right, right. So that we have essentially like an advocate. That is right. Money in your account or whatever, you be bread, right? Make sure that those things can help you in your craft, right? Righteousness. Basically help us in those times to come. That's the heavenly vision.
Yeah, so he says, the Lord Yahweh, your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies to save you. If I to say also another thing too, another reason why these men out here, people out here not really need to go to fight. Only because basically they've been feminized. Also at the same time too, they see like there's no like real reason why they're fighting. Like they see like they could fight for so-called Israel.
Right.
They see like it's not really benefit to anything. Yeah. So sometimes they see like kind of careful going on. They get shit like shit. They don't have any like But they have kind of like drug addicts. That's what So there's no sense in it, right?
Yeah. It's not like you get they don't get like no parade. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
No honor. There's no honor.
Yeah, in that movie of Dead President. I've seen that one. I got a Lawrence State and Chris Tucker. I've seen that. I got a one fucked up on drugs. Yeah. And then eventually they want to rob a bank. Yeah, right. And then the card, and then the judge handed down the sentence. And the Lawrence State character just pick up a chair and talk to the fucking judge and say, I go to this country. I did this. I didn't come home. I get nothing. I know you're getting mad at me because I'm trying to like make life easier. Yeah. And they don't men of war. They get looked down upon. That's right. Yeah.
The wife cheating on them.
Yeah.
Getting their back blown out by Tyrone.
Yeah.
So what?
When I was men of war was revered. Yeah. Some old point. Yeah.
Because back then, Egypt has, I don't know what actually, because with, like, for example, David gave his money in war. Yeah, when he killed this guy, they say he killed a man that was 3 men that looked like a lion. Right? He went and killed 100 men. These guys came back and they were talking about.
They were wounded in the heart.
Yeah, David made his name what he did at war. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's opposite. It's actually the celebrities, the basketball players, the football players. These guys are the mighty men.
Mighty men, yeah.
See, this is backwards.
Well, this is Ecclesiasticus 26, verse 28. And it says, there be two things that grieve my heart, and the third thing maketh me angry, a man of war, a man of war that suffereth poverty, a man of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth for righteousness to sin. The Lord Yahweh prepareth such as one for the sword. All right, so those are the types of things that are displeasing, right? Especially in America, you have these veterans, and they come back into America to try and settle a life, and then they're basically treated as nothing. There's a lot of that make population that population that poor. You know? Oh yeah, they're always on the streets. They're always like drugged out, and not treated with any kind of honor, no, right? So that's something that's just you know.
The
TikTokers have honor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And influence.
Yeah, influencers.
Yeah.
And like they're the mighty men. This is fucking backwards.
You have a guy like fucking that piece of shit with Neon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other one name? One of them doesn't want to pay Blueface.
Ross?
Yeah, he's holding Blueface money,
Yeah,
and Blueface can't touch him.
right.
It was another Jake. Look at what Pusha used to do to Gucci man. I can bet you that was another Jake that didn't want to pay Blueface. He would have run up on him and he would have pistol whipped him,
Oh yeah.
kicked the shit out of him, and asked him where's my money.
Yeah.
Now he's afraid to go after Eminem.
Yeah. Him and what's his name? Whack 100.
Yeah.
Him and Whack 100 would have ran up on. It was another Jake.
Yeah.
They would have ran up on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know there's gonna be they know something's gonna happen if you do something. They know for sure. 100%. Is it Jake? He's like, no, I think it's
Yeah.
they're actually the street he saw that he's outside.
With scrawny ass and fucking you.
That's right.
They know who's backing it.
Yeah, that's why none of these Jakes give us no chat. No, you Jakes are operating. You think you're rebelling against the system, and I'm living this life, I'm living this gang life, whatever. You think you're operating outside the confines of Esau. Esau wants you to do that. Exactly. Esau has that system mapped out, bro. You're not doing nothing that Esau doesn't want you to do. He has both. He has everything streamlined as is. You know what I mean? Oh, this tough guy. He institutionalized.
Yeah.
Under Esau. This is what Esau wants, nigga. You think you're so hard and no. Like the elder said, you're a criminal. He just got out the feds. He's back in there. He's in federal prison. He's in federal prison. He's in federal time. Not state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, and he went to go rob the what is that?
He's dad. Yeah. So there you go. That's why he's back in there. The mindset of Jake. Well,
Yep.
no.
He just spread that to his son, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nigga.
It was a well-known gang member.
Wickedness.
Well, that's why I read in Isaiah 4, Isaiah 1 and 4, it was talking about punishing strictly even more.
Yeah.
Well, what I said, the Lord's not even trying to correct again. He's like, I don't care.
Yeah, Memphis got that turned to shit. That's heavy demonic. It's a heavy demonic spirit over there. They even got a Bass Pro. You know the Bass Pro? I think their headquarters is in Memphis, but they got it's designed in the pyramid.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So it's a very
There you go.
demonic vibration over there.
Fine.
And look at it. Like, you can't tell me we're not Israelites. Man. You're not gonna gaslight me, no,
You know, you guys are not operating on our spiritual plane.
They're mad about it.
Yeah, that's it. We're just coming with the facts.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. You can't refute it. You can't get. You're not gainsaying it.
And you see what the Lord do to him? The Lord making him back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The Lord slowly killed that nigga. Yeah. All the burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went full Italian, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what the Lord does when he really has to. Like everyone thinks, like, okay, well, when the Most High puts them to death, that's actually mercy because he can torment you. Tormenting's worse than just being put to death. Putting that is quick. He tortures you, torments you, fucks up in your body, makes you sick, or makes you lose your mind. Then he kills you. Right? Like that recently this last year, that guy he had the dreads, Prince of the Power. Yeah. I got yeah. No, I think he dreads. Yeah.
Did he still announce?
Yeah, he denounced. Not Ringo.
Oh, really? Yeah, him.
Yeah.
And then he died. Though.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
They said he died in sleeping because he gets problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Proud too, man.
Probably holding his breath at night.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Sleep apnea.
Yeah. No fucking air going to the brain.
Yeah. That's why I think the torture is slow. When Muslim fucks you up slowly, then you really piss them off. You really piss them off.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Like,
I'm talking about basically how before, like, now, if you not go to war, they don't gain any honor. But in the scriptures, we go back to men like David and Saul, when they got the honor from the acts. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 6, and you read, and it came to pass as they came when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistines, that the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing to meet the king Saul, tabrets with joy and with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul had slain his thousands and David his 10,000s.
Yeah, take like a rose that they got hot.
yeah.
I had a 10.
Up your own.
You gave it 10,000. You can't compare. That was his righteousness. He go to sleep at night. Yeah, he was a battle where he's changed the spirit. But he can still go to sleep at night. Yeah.
That's who I know.
Yeah. You feel me?
And then a sport.
Fine, man.
Sport.
Exactly. Up close and personal.
Yeah.
Felt the finish.
Yeah. Chopping his head off.
Yeah, man. Come on. I want to hear nothing go. That's why we move. They're moving. Not on a carnal level, but we know where our forefathers are. Man. We got down that league, man.
Right.
And once that power gets bestowed upon us again, man, it's over.
Straight.
I want to be able to play for that. Hey, 10,000. Yeah, I mean, you know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Some of us did. You know that. You get what I'm trying to say? Some of us did. I just give judgment to that degree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're coming back reincarnated. So, and the time comes, definitely want more of that. Want more joy. Tell me some child.
Yeah, something back, something that and over that. Right?
So, yeah, bye, whatever. Hardest guy ever. Can't talk to you, right? Samson. Though, but he died with honor. Yeah.
Next, you got stoned to death. Yeah. I know. Oh no, the vowel. Sorry.
So dense.
First Samuel 15, verse 3. Well, verse 2, and it says, Then said Samuel greatly hindered to meet Agag, the king of the Amalekites. And Agag came with him delicately, and Agag said,
Picker says we're gonna have fun with this, you know? Sure.
And it said, and Agag came unto him delicately, and Agag said, surely bitterness of death is past. And Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless.
Hear the thoughts? Hear the thoughts? Your sword made women childless. What the hell? Who speaks like that? That's a diss, you know. Read that again.
And it says, verse 33,
Mom, you know, Jay said that mama's crying, old out of mama's crying. They don't rap about that shit. You know what I mean? Because why? They lost their child, man. That's he knows Jake all over, man.
it says, and Samuel said, as thy sword hath made women childless, so shall thy mother be childless among women. And Samuel hewed Agag into pieces before the Lord in Gilgal.
You just talking shit.
Chop so many pieces. You already know Sam doesn't know how to fight. Yeah, you got that sword action, man. And then with spiritual powers, straight. You think it's easy to chop a man in pieces? Whoa. Easy to shoot a man, so Jake can always brag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But to watch a man and go and just chop him into pieces, so you gotta have a special punch. The Lord had to be dealing with you, man.
Yeah.
You know? Man of war. That's the UK.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. Yeah. Those are the, you know what I mean?
Those are serious men.
That's Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all over there. You know what I'm saying? Judah's in the UK, man. So let's believe. Remember, Dark Ages and all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. There.
Oh,
You know? In the spirit right there.
oh.
The elder of the James he's a Reubenite.
Reuben, yeah.
I know that. That's good. So what's the man, the men of war, not the man of David. Book of 2 Samuel 23 verse 8 says, please give the names of the mighty man whom David had. That one that sat the sea.
Our forefather, right? King David is our forefather. It's not your forefather.
No,
It's the Israelites' forefather, okay?
that's right. It says the Tachmonites that sat in the seat chief among the captains, the same was Adino, the Israelite.
We got bragging rights.
That's right.
When you read your history, you know who you are. You got the bragging rights. The Israelites got the bragging rights. Talk about shit.
That's right.
Okay?
Right.
That
says the same was Adino, the Israelite. He lifted up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time.
Jeez. Yo, done him. Max, done him. You know? One time. So one strike, you know? What kind of power was that, bro?
That must have
Ground. Yeah, it's about had the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta really think about how can you slaughter 800 man in one time? What did he do? What did you do? You know what I mean? Yeah, unless he was moving in the spirit, like yeah, he's moving in the spirit. Slice out fear, man. Flat, like flat. Short, like that. One slap.
Says verse 9, and after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Ahohite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defied the Philistines that were gathered together in battle, and the men of Israel were put away. He arose and smote the Philistines until his hand was weary, and his hand clave unto his sword. So Yahweh brought to a great victory that day. The people returned after him only to spoil. After him was Shammah, the son of Agi the Harite, and the Philistines were gathered together into a troop where it was a piece of ground full of lentils, and the people fled from the Philistines. But he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it. I stood the Philistines, and the Lord Yahweh was successful.
Stand your ground.
That's right.
Stood his ground. Stand your ground, you know, Esau, he had that shit. He stood his ground.
Yep.
Defending that. Defending that, you know?
Yeah. Verse 13. And three of the 30 chiefs went down and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam, and the troop of the Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in an hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me drink of the water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate." And the three mighty men broke through the host of the Philistines and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it unto David. Nevertheless, he would not drink thereof, but poured it unto the Lord Yahweh. And he said, "Be it far from me, O Yahweh, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went to jeopardy of their lives? Therefore, he was not drinking. These things did these three mighty men." And Abishai, the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among the three, and lifted up his spear against 300, and slew them, and had the name among the three. Right, so was not he most honorable among the three? Therefore, he was the captain, albeit he attained not unto the first three. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, son of the son of a young man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts, he slew two lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of the pit in the time of snow. Right? And he slew an Egyptian, and killed the man, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, but he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. It says, these things did Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and has the name among the three mighty men. He was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not the first three. And David set him over his guard. Asahel, the brother of Joab, was one of the 30. Elhanan, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shammah the Harodite, Elika the Harodite, Pelez the Paltite, Ira the son of Mikesh the Tekoite, Abiezer the Anathoite, Nebunai the Hushite, Salman the Ahohite, Mahariah the Natophathite, Caleb the son of Anah, and Natophathite, Itai the son of Ribai out of the Gibeah of the children of Benjamin, Benaiah the Paragonite, Hadai the books of the book of Dash, all done the Abathite, as Madev the Bohomite. Right? Let's go this down. Right?
Go back to the writing.
Deuteronomy 20 verse 4, it says, "Lord Yahweh, your power is he that goeth with you to fight with you against your enemies to save you." Verse 5, "And the officers shall speak unto the people, saying, What man is there that hath built a new house and hath not dedicated it? Let him go and return to his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man dedicated it."
Yeah, you know, that's I brought this on before, but you know, it's not here in that video as that. But basically, you die, you got a new house. You die, you didn't get to enjoy your house. The next man's in your house, dedicating your house. You know what I'm saying? You can't, you know,
It's not right.
it's not right.
Not right.
Even within who can go to war, it's outlined.
That's right.
Can be in our army. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? So a man that just got a new house, he couldn't be in the army.
Yeah, we just got married.
He just got married, new wife,
Yeah.
or else another man's gonna dedicate your wife.
Yeah.
You want that to happen? You're gonna be thinking about wife.
Yeah.
You know, a righteous man's gonna. You see, that's how you know people in the military are dumb. Because you wouldn't sign up to go to war knowing that you have a family and kids.
Yeah.
Like, are you not thinking? The scriptures talk about it because it's gonna read it.
Yeah.
Just read it. Just
Yeah.
keep reading.
Yeah, verse 6 says, "And what man is he that hath planted a vineyard and had not yet eaten of it? Let him also go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man eat of it.
Yep.
And what man is there that hath betrothed a wife
Yep.
and have not taken her?
Exactly. You claimed her. That's your woman.
Yep.
But you haven't gotten into her yet.
She's still a virgin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then now you're going to war. That's unrighteous. But the Lord balances it out.
Don't just thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be thinking about the next man gonna shot after it.
Yeah. Going off the battlefield, man.
Yeah, man. And with that mindset, that weak mindset, not to say it's weak, but with that mindset, because you're allowed to have it, the Lord acknowledges that you can have that mindset, but just not on the battlefield. Because if you have that battlefield, you're gonna make the men around you and get them killed.
Yeah.
And that's why you can't be around certain men. That's why it's only certain men can be in the army.
That's what these things are not ready.
Yeah, they're not ready. You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says, let him go and return unto his house, lest he die in the battle, and another man take her.
Man, and that's what these guys don't understand. That's why these guys getting their wife popped, their wife or fucking on them while they're in military. Being whatever.
My thing is, I know it's
On tour. They're on
my thing
tour.
is, when I go, I
Yeah.
also have
They're fighting for Satan. Yeah. You know, oil and land.
And they'll never get.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
The Epsteinians. They're fighting for the Epsteinians.
Yeah.
Epsteinites. You know, whatever. Class, whatever. That's what you fight.
Yeah.
It's not even like they pay the military guys. Military, no, you don't even make 6 figures. Maybe if you're a high-ranking general, maybe you make 6 figures.
You know what the field officers get? Field?
You know how much you make? 6? What the fuck?
Yeah, but he's not.
That's more than mayors. Shit.
Yeah, and the people are going crazy because he's a Elam. Esau's losing his mind.
That's more than mayors, bro.
Yeah.
How are you making more than mayors?
So mayors, mayors, one makes you on the mayor. Have like they have other.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? But as like yeah.
But even the private.
Yeah, they have some. Yeah. Oh yeah. They have benches.
But they have benches. They have money. Don't get it twisted. Like their salary is like 250.
Yeah.
Even the president.
Yeah.
The president makes around the same thing, 250 a year. That's all. They don't say no money.
Millions, but no, okay.
No. Yeah. So 6 figures. 6 figures. 6 figures is 6 digits.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we know Trump said it himself that he doesn't even need the salary. He's rich.
That man survived during the 80s when the mafia was shaking people down. God would touch that. Oh, yeah. That's all. This serious fucking.
Yeah.
Yes, it says, verse 8, and the officers shall speak further unto the people, and they shall say, what man is there that is fearful and faint-hearted?
Yep.
Let him go and return unto his house, lest his brethren heart faint as well as his heart.
Yeah. You don't need that around us. Yep. You can't have that. The army.
Well, that's something David, his heart wasn't scared of Goliath at all. No. Look for the spirit on him, but that part of it too, like he doesn't have no wives out, no wives on home.
Yeah. Right.
Couldn't send him to his brothers.
Right. So he was rich.
Yeah. Remember time. Lord was training him secret. Yeah. He's killing lions. You don't even know about that.
And I believe it's you have to do 21 and
Yeah, 20.
20. So that's the spirit. You were already 20.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so 20 arms. So that's pretty much when you're settling it because you got your severance. You got your by 19, you got your severance.
Yeah.
19, 20.
Yeah, right.
You know? So that's why it's talking about you got your house, you got your woman control, right? So by that time you're just settling in now. What's up?
Right.
You know what I mean? But after that, okay, you had your wife for a time period. But once the honeymoon phase is done and all that, you're good to go.
Yeah.
You're good to go and work.
Yeah. Get out your system.
Yeah, you got enough system, all that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and the law tell you go home for a year.
Right.
Yeah. Just go plow that.
That's it. You know?
Yeah, it says,
More on that or that's it?
here's one more.
Okay.
It says, verse 9, it says, and shall be when the officers have have made an end of speaking unto the people, that they shall make captains of the armies to the people.
Oh, a real army is supposed to be set up. It has to be that. I don't even think the heathen, the ancient England had their army. You know what I'm saying? It's only this king, Babylon, great Babylon, great country. You know? Right? They're just taking all, just taking everybody. Souls, just souls. Going for souls of men as a whole. They don't even consider all these factors. Okay, I've had you say more. All right. So they just as a sign, right? So
So, Isaiah 47 verse 1. We will come down and stay in the dust. What is out of Babylon?
first daughter of Babylon.
Yeah,
Babylon.
that's right. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt
You also are the daughter of the child needs from David that had been trapped. You're operating on a plane of heaven witchcraft.
that's right.
Okay? And ruling in deception, chaos.
Yeah, right. For thou shalt no more be cold, tender, and delicate. Take the millstone.
Tender and delicate. Everybody looked at America as this, we don't like controversial. Unwalled religions, unwalled religions, right? You going wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight page in both of the time, right? They presented America, right?
Yep. Says verse 2. Take the millstone and grand nail. Uncover.
Now it's time for people work. So like, I can cut you out. Yeah, it's time for work. Go ahead.
Yep. And grand nail. Uncover the locks. Make clear the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass forward the rivers.
Yeah, expose the space.
Straight.
That's exactly what we're doing. Yep, covering the thigh. Squeeze it up. That's
right.
more.
Straight.
Expose down.
That's right.
All the wickedness, all the secrets.
Yep, yep.
All right. It's being exposed by us. Starting with the apostles and elders on down. They know some. Okay.
Yeah.
And also give the elevations of secrets. At that, I don't know if it was a banner or a painting or something that it was showing Epstein, Sid Yahoo, and Trump. Oh, like in red. People didn't see that. I see. Yeah, it was showing them to me, and they even had a missing. They had a missing, Arabic, showing these are this is going to be victims of Epstein. Right? Yeah. So even the other nations are noticing the.
Yeah. Verse 3 says, thy nakedness.
All in denial. What's going on? They're all in denial. Chickens are coming on the roof. Yeah. This place is being exposed like that we just read. Okay, it's time for you to wake up and smell the coffee and deal with the reality of what's going on around you.
That's right.
These people love this delusion. You know what I mean? Wake up, go to the car, whatever. Go hop in my car. Some people just drive their car for fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Just taking up space on the road. Yeah. That's not an idea, right? You know, la-di-di-la-di-da. Oh, I'm taking the bike out for a ride. No, none of that shit. Fuck that, man. I'm never going to bike. Exactly. That's purposeless, man. I don't know. That's purpose. I think the whole.
That's what.
Yeah, right.
That's what I'm saying.
And then look at the mall. I'm like, yo, how is it that you just walk forward people? You know when you guys are buying things every fucking day. Like, yeah, that's what I mean. Just go there to walk around. I mean, bro, are you fucking serious? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
NPCs.
It's gotten so bad on the roads that they don't even honor the fast that passing. No, yeah. Everybody just cruising. They're playing. Yeah,
That's getting bad.
left lane,
Left lane is supposed to be speeding.
Yeah.
Fucking the right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The right leg now is the fastest leg.
That's right. Yeah. That's man. That's so true, man.
I would think that's the faster. There's only multiple.
That's true. Yeah, the right lane. Yeah.
Surah 33 verse 26, and it says, "A yoke and a collar bow down the neck, so are tortures and torments for evil servants. Send him to labor, that he be not idle." Idleness teaches what people, right? So, and that goes for a lot of our people as well. Women, that's why they need to be at home.
Yeah.
That's why they need to be at home. Exactly. Something.
You're going to want on something, but actually, that around. Same thing the brother will say.
Responsibility, we don't care what anything is. That's why going back to the point we're saying, Esau, it's basically extends your childhood.
It does. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what brings you to adulthood is responsibility. And that's what happens is because you don't have a lot of responsibility. Especially that's why we need to hear about all these rappers coming out. All them have that then at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because they're still in their mental stage.
Pick up the trail.
Yeah. He still talks about that, the frontal lobe. It says like, this lobe is still underdeveloped.
Yeah.
That's pretty much telling these guys they can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it's an excuse.
Yeah. You say that the bear is not mature enough.
Yeah. It's all bullshit.
A baby, you can use that for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's life or death at that point.
Of course.
You're gonna choose life or death.
Because when we were talking about earlier, even with the men, I mean, women, but they still say, "Oh, she's leaving. She's like still a child." And yet, we treat her as a child. She's doing child shit like this out here, which shit. But she should be trained and get ready for her husband. Right? We have home, mom's teach her to cook, trying to do this, Not all here, just what's it called? What's that show called? Something in the city. Sex in the City. Right? That's what these women look at. Sex in the City. I'm in the city. I met this guy. It's like, yeah, city girl. It's like, you do it.
Now they're trying to make more than men feel like piece of shit. Or like, they hate on the phone.
I don't
You know?
We're not, while there's still girls, they're fucking. Yeah, it's still a market of girls that want older guys.
Yeah.
So you're doing that to no avail. You're not
All the
shit.
women doing this. Isn't it?
Yeah.
The men that age. No. More younger women, that's the thing. Making them mad, so they're trying to shape men and younger girls into liking each other.
The whole joke is those younger girls are actually the ones going after the women.
Exactly.
That's the whole joke. Yeah, right here we on something like that. It says what age is a brain fully developed? And Google says the human brain generally reaches full maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says the human brain generally reaches full maturity, particularly in the prefrontal cortex, responsible for executing functions in mid-20s to late 20s.
Yeah, he said,
That's what the Lord said.
yeah. So he said late 20s. So basically, up until like 29,
Fuck around.
letting around. No, we weren't serious with that.
Still a child.
Know what I mean?
Still a child.
Yeah. Besides, give you like you license to sit.
That's right. What you saying is feeling like
Yeah, exactly.
well, like you want to keep Jake
Yeah.
into that boy, little Bow Wow, little Romeo, little baby,
Yeah.
You know, but that's the mentality that we want to have. Jake stuck.
Says that with many key maturation processes completed around age 25 or into the 30s, while the brain's physical size is largely set by age 5.
Yeah.
So by fact, it's actually it's fully set.
Yeah, right. That's when the father steps in.
Yeah, that's right.
Father was the mom, the son.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
5 years old. Hey, get away. That's my son now. Show him training.
Yeah, that's
But
right.
when he gets involved, then he gets another set of training again.
Yeah.
Right.
Says while the brain's physical size is largely set by age 5, its wiring, myelination, and connectivity continues to refine well into the adulthood.
So it goes himself.
Words.
medical word sound.
That shit don't work over here.
Sure. We denounce Esau on all levels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
All levels.
yeah,
All levels.
I'm trapping that shit down, man. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care what the devil has to say to you. We've been living life where we actually adhere to the devil.
Yeah.
Now we don't care.
When it comes to the scriptures,
Yeah,
either might talk about a Bible, I'm like, I don't know. I just turn my back.
yeah. That's how there's no way, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to the truth.
Turn my back.
Yeah. Okay, so back in Isaiah 47 verse 3, there's yes, the book of Isaiah 47 verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. As for our Redeemer, Lord Yahweh of hosts is the name of thank you. As for our Redeemer, Lord Yahweh, the Shai of hosts is his name, the God of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of the kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance, and have given them into their hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon
You further the of the Israelites, right? Yeah, really. Well, get put to a prison sentence, so to speak. It's supposed to rehabilitate you. You're supposed to realize your offenses, acknowledge your offenses, and turn back.
Yes, right.
Repent from that and do better. Yeah, that way you don't get in that predicament again. You actually want to be worse. Yeah. So we're like a new creature almost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a new race of people that get degenerates. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Start looking at them like, what are these the people I see? You know what I'm saying? Under Esau's leadership, that's what he's done now. Without watching, that's it. So bring more watching.
Right.
Right.
says, verse 5 says, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, of that of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of the kingdoms. I was wroth with my people, I polluted my inheritance and given them into their hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou verily heavily laid the yoke.
Right. Show no mercy to the age, the ancient. You know what I'm saying? You don't care if you're young or old. I don't. It's so-called pension program and all that. It's not enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All that shit's not enough. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's not a livable base to live off with that. Yeah. Can't live off of this. You said, but then you have you in your mind, oh, you gotta pay into your pension.
Yeah.
Then
you kill your ass.
You know? Then he kills your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then you don't even get the shit.
Yeah.
Here it is, this devil's taking out the money from your paycheck to put into your pension.
Yeah.
And then you don't even live that long. And you all that money was siphoned back to him. When you could have been using that money while you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Extra bill, extra money.
Third of this, job, you can't get nothing.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah, they automatically siphoned out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. One time. But what happened? Sorry, nothing I would find here. Yeah, the job was actually was getting them alive because we're looking around,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Really big. By the time they retire, they're so old that if they're not doing something physically, they'll just die. They'll die. And that's what usually happens. They say within 5 years, they usually die. Lord, oh, okay. So you thought of it. I know that he thought everything out.
More person. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're just speaking about the elderly, right? This is Deuteronomy 25, verse 17 in the ESV. And it says, remember what Amalek did to you along the road when you came from Egypt, when he met you along the road and attacked all the stragglers at your rear when you were tired and weary, and he feared not the Most High Yahweh. Right? So that's another thing also, because they're taking a lot of that money that's supposed to be for our people, and they're bringing it to fund that, that little crack they was right?
But welfare.
Well, you're the biggest acquiring state that's acquiring this wealth. Right, and you take right?
So with that, when it goes up, give all glory, honor, and praise to Kwame Asharala, God the Ball, Shalom to the hopeful elect.
Look at the one time. One time drinking.
I'd be with you. I got with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Oh, one party in Section City. The city.